There we go.
Oh,
Didn't know if I was doing it on the right side or not. Hey,
That's what
welcome to
she
Full
said.
42. Is it? Did I get it? Is it from the thin side? Hey, it works.
Yeah. Hey, there it is.
Is that one?
God.
I did it wrong.
I think it's the wrong side. Yeah, you're blowing in the wrong hole.
You're gonna
It
suck
sounds
for
sad
that
when you go
one.
there.
Oh. You're doing it wrong, Chris. You're doing it wrong.
Welcome to Full 42, and the board game rundown has joined us, thankfully, because we are ending the whole year with looking at box art.
Yep.
Yeah,
Love
everybody.
it. Love it.
And
Great
actually-
idea.
Good evening, all. Woo. Yep.
Great idea for an episode to wrap up the year. And if nobody else has done so, allow me to be the first. Congratulations on 500 subscribers, guys.
Hey,
That's all thanks to Daryl last week posting it out on the social saying, "Hey, come help us." So, yeah, it feels pretty good.
Nice.
Very
Pretty
cool.
cool. to have 500.
Oh, yeah.
you
That's,
guys should have
that
5,000.
reminded me.
I don't know why you only have 500.
Cross what? 6,000, 6,300? What are you across now?
We're 68 something.
This is the best one. Just leaves me and Mike.
Well, you're half right.
Oh, there you go. Now I got two mics.
Well, you still got the mic problem, but
My
There's
name's
always a
Chris.
mic.
This is my brother Mike. That's my other brother Mike.
brother Mike.
So we're going to be doing a whole bracket voting system thing. Hopefully, all of you have a little whiteboard and something to write with, or paper or something like that.
I will in 2 seconds.
I totally didn't tell any of you to do that. In fact, I did it so much I didn't get one for me either. So
Oh boy.
I'm on top of things.
Good thing I
Yeah.
always have this one handy.
I think I have it. Is it under this helmet? No. Okay. Let me see. I have
You
paper.
see, I'm in my OnlyFans studio where I'm a little bit more. I
It's
don't have
Very bare bones.
access.
No tip board or anything like that for
Can you call it your OnlyFans studio if your OnlyFans is free?
it's an
Yeah.
only fan.
And you're the only fan.
Yeah.
And you're the only fan of yourself. Is my camera backwards again?
I don't
Is it reading
know.
backwards or is it reading?
No,
Mine
no,
is.
it says draw.
All right. 'Cause
Ooh.
for me, it's backwards. I don't know why it's all of a sudden fucked like that.
So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do announcements and all that stuff like we usually do. Waste time, right? 500.
Maybe.
Hey, Around the Stump Games is 100% correct with their comment there.
Woo.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
I mean, we had a good like 5 minutes to talk right before this. I could have told you to go get something.
Yep. You can-
No, but it
we
was
did-
more fun when you just passive aggressively started the countdown while Mike and
Yeah.
Mike were talking.
Well, yeah,
I
well,
ththat was
well,
awesome.
See, that's how you
Mike's
start off
talking
time,
about
guys, right there.
single
You
malt
just go.
Yeah, they're just talking about Scotch. I was like, yeah, I don't care about that. I'm gonna start counting down.
He's like 5, 4.
Hey, you gave him a solid 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I did, and you know what? This maybe the first time in the whole year we were actually on time. So
Oh.
This is
Nice.
true. Because we were talking about single malt scotch and you couldn't
Yeah.
care less.
just drink it. Shut up about it.
That's all right. Tim and I are going to start talking about Notre Dame and you guys can all go out.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tim and Notre Dame, when is your Jeopardy thing? It's next month, yeah? A couple weeks?
January 22nd, whatever that Wednesday is.
It's a
Okay.
free
Ooh,
week.
let's talk about the Jeopardy and things that you can't say. But I've been enjoying it. I think.
Hey, right on.
Yeah, I think. Jost.
Colin Jost. Yeah.
Colin Jost. Yeah. I think he's a great host. He's funny.
He's really funny. Yeah, he was very
I like
funny
him on
in
SNL.
person. I love him on SNL. Yeah, he's a great writer. And I like it when him and Michael Che write jokes for each
Yeah.
other
Oh, that's hilarious.
because they're brutal. They are brutal, and it's the best.
The most recent one that he has his wife Scarlett Johansson in the background, and they go back to the back studio and show her react.
Standing back there.
Hey, Di.
Yeah,
Hey,
she
Di.
was unfortunately not at Jeopardy. At least not where we could see.
Sure.
But that's
Cool.
all right. I don't blame her. Hang out with a bunch of nerds.
Man, there's a lot of. It's weird that they do teams like instead of one person behind. Is that because they grabbed you from some kind of pub thing or something? Or
No. We applied as a team. So the people that I was on, you put together a team, and then we had to individually take like an online test, and then we made it, and then we filled out like a thing with like some bios and some background information and like how we knew each other, blah blah blah. And then we got an email from show producers, and they're like, okay, we want to do like a Zoom call. Can you guys all get in the same spot? And we want you to we'll play like a mock game. So I think they wanted to see like our dynamic almost as much as like they wanted to see how we did like in the mock game. Like, can we follow instructions? Are we interesting to watch? Or are we just like dead fish on camera? You know, things like that.
At the last episode, I didn't know any of the answers either. I did pretty well on some of the other ones though, but that last one.
I will tell you, like, there's some categories I know every single thing, and there's some categories where I got nothing. Like, I'm not even buzzing. But yeah,
it was like one episode where 3 people were like, "Oh, we're total Trekkies and stuff," and they had a Whoopi Goldberg category and not a single Star Trek question. I was like, "Oh, I felt bad for them."
That's rough because they probably were like, "Yes,
yeah, they're like, ready for guided.
We got this."
Do you have a dorky swimmy thing? Like every time it shows all 3 people, they have a thing that they do.
Yeah, so they made us. They told us like an hour before we went on. We're like, "Hey guys, we're gonna be standing in this order, and I need you guys to like come up with something really quick." And so we had to show the producer, and then what was worse is we get out on stage, and then 15 minutes before they start filming, they rearrange our positioning. So we all have to, because it was all based on where we were standing. And so originally I was standing in the middle, and then they moved me to the left, and they moved my friend Alex to the middle. And then, so we're like, okay, we reworked our thing. And then they changed it again, and they moved my friend Alex to the outside, and then my friend Matt to the middle, because he's the tallest.
That's funny.
And so it was like, oh shit, we got to make sure we do the thing right. And I'll tell you what, man, like, I almost forgot to do the thing when they had, because you're like, just like, they're going live. We're going to be on Jeopardy. So I don't know how it looks.
It looks like they gave you like 5 minutes to come up with something, because everybody's like, I don't know, just do the SWIB thing or something. Yeah.
It was legit. That is legit true.
That's funny.
Like about an hour before they took us over the studio, because we're like all enclosed, sequestered on a set like all day, and you can't go anywhere. Like, you're going to go to the bathroom. It's a working movie studio lot, right? So you have to have an escort if you're going to go use the restroom, because it's like in a different building. There's like all kinds of different stuff.
They test you for steroids and everything. Yeah.
I wish. Can I pee in something?
Steroids.
Who's got a bucket?
Brain steroids.
So yeah, today we're doing box art. We're going to do a whole bracket system. So I'll tell you what, I did a simple thing. I asked everybody to give me 7 only board games and a list secret to me, so you don't share with everybody. And Mike. Everybody here cheated except for Tim.
Yes.
And I'll explain why you cheated. Or cheated, not really cheated. First of all, Mike and Michael already knew. He gave me 14, 20 or whatever. I stopped reading at 7 and ignored everything else.
Well, the first 7 were all just charcuterie, and then after that,
no.
Just
there's a reason I gave you more, and I said it in the text message. I said, here are my 7, but because there are 4 of us given, and I didn't know if you were doing it or not, because there were so many. If there were a lot of doubles and you needed to fill out a bracket, because brackets need to be even, here are some extra that you could use. Sure.
I only actually needed 3 from everybody. That's why I asked for 7, because that was the extra already. But everybody's 7 made it in, even though you have some crossovers. So we should see a lot of cool stuff.
Cool.
I don't think I have to think about it. I'm not sure. I don't think I played most of mine.
I have not played a bunch of the ones I submitted. That was not a criteria for me.
Yeah, so it's not gameplay really that got some of these in for me, but
good. I forgot what mine were, so hopefully we don't need that list.
It'll pop up. I got it all visually planned and whatnot.
Well, the fun thing about the box art idea, which is great, by the way, is that like how many times you pull a game off the shelf and look at it, and you keep looking at it because of the box art versus a game with bummer box art and you just put back. I mean,
Yep.
That's true. Yeah, I will say there's one of them that the only disappointment I have in it is what's on the side of the box, which isn't something we're judging, but that's what I see in the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me think the people that put these together, and I'm one of them, you have to think about what it looks like when it's sitting there on the side of the shelf, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but we're going to do that. We talk about announcements first. Anybody got announcements? Like, it's the end of the year. Anything going on? What's going on with BGR?
You know what? I'll just throw something out. We reviewed one of the best games of 2024 recently and released the review on our channel today at 6 p.m. And that's Andromeda's Edge from Cardboard Alchemy.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. One of the best games of 2024. It was fine.
You mean it was the best? That's what you. Yeah.
Wow. It's a small pocket game, easy print and play. It's a light game.
Yeah.
That's
With
like
No barrier to entry.
Man, they're like, they're totally copying Gamelin Games now, with the tiny epic, Andromeda's Edge.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the retail box is small. Did you review the retail version or the deluxe?
Kickstarter.
Deluxe
version.
Yeah, Kickstarter version.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Great game.
We do have PoppyCon coming up, which is like a small local convention in South Bend area that we will be attending, if not having a full-fledged.
Well, but there'll be like a booth there, yeah.
Why is it called PoppyCon?
Couldn't tell you.
No,
Like
the founders. So the founders of it, the people who are organizing it, they had an old game group, and there was a dude in the game group who, I think, was foundational to, like a cornerstone, right, of that game group, and everybody called him Poppy. He passed away, and then they started to do this thing as sort of like an homage to him, but then expand and host a day and a half sort of game convention downtown South Bend. So
that's pretty cool.
That's why it's called Poppy.
That's like Gamehole Con. Gamehole Con was named Gamehole Con because of the hole in the game community when Gen Con left.
Oh, nice.
And they call it was Gamehole Con. At least that's what I heard. That's the story that I heard from them. So
I mean, I like it. It's
I like
pretty
when
good.
there's an behind it.
Yeah.
Cool.
100%.
Mike, does Full 42 have any announcements? Do we care about anything?
I'm still waiting to hear back from a certain someone about a certain thing that we can announce. It'll probably be,
we need to bug that certain someone.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
It's going to be a pretty cool announcement.
We got to get on it because we want to announce on our 200th episode or somewhere around there, which is very close.
We're at 194, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing from Full 42. QSCon New Year's Eve party is tomorrow. We're all starting to get together around 1:00 at the hotel. So if you guys are watching this before New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, it's still 2024 when you're watching this. If you head over to the Collegian, we'll be over there gaming from 1:00 through the evening with drinks and food starting at 8:00. There's still space and tickets available if you're watching. Cool. But that's it for announcements, I think.
I saw that promotion today that you put on Facebook for that. Man, if only it wasn't an 8-hour drive.
Yeah. I mean, it conveniently it's at the hotel, so you can get a room.
Mm-hmm.
And go
8 hours isn't too bad.
With the ride. I don't know.
Anybody that's local that needs to go to that at the Collegian again. That was
I if we were going to do favorite conventions I went to this year, QSCon was number one with a board game bullet. It was definitely the best time I had at a show all year. So I will say that's probably representative of the experience you would have if you were to go and attend it for the New Year's event. So go have a good time. Be safe.
Much smaller, but we're not. Last year we did a little bit because, but we shared it with a group. So the divider, if you remember, the ballroom was like dancing 1920s kind of esque thing, and then the wall was closed off where the vendors in the other hall were, and we were in there.
Gotcha.
We have it's exclusive. It's our thing. We don't have to split it. There won't be like thumping music or anything distracting anybody. So it'll be fun.
It's only a 23-hour drive for me.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You could go. And guess what, Chris? If you still wanted to foxtrot on that other side, I bet they'd let you.
Yes. Yeah. If you came up, I'd foxtrot with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what's happening. I think on my neck of the woods.
Cool.
I had some show and tell, but that's not under announcements.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I got some Christmas stuff to show off. Here, I'll show it right here.
Oh,
nice.
This is the way.
That's cool.
Yes. Now he's targeting.
Nice.
Bob, he's coming for you.
Yeah, this one's a fun one. I've been wanting that one for a while. This is probably, other than like Bo-Katan's is back there.
Yeah.
And it's funny how they all fit my head because I got a kind of big head. And, you know, it's supposed to be a female helmet. So, but this one's tighter on me. So I can see it.
That's cool.
This one's pretty cool. I like that
You
one.
need to get one of Ahsoka Troopers, the one with the orange.
I know. It's like $200 now. It's like double. Yeah, because everybody's after it.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Also got Balin.
Nice.
Oh, nice. The Black Series?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. I also got a bunch of ones from the Acolyte series.
Nice. I saw they recently hit. Waiting for a Skeleton Crew. The Skeleton Crew ones I might pick up.
Now, question: do you recast Ray Stevenson, or do you just leave that character gone?
I know it's so hard, right? Because that character is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how do you recast him? He did such a good job.
He was amazing.
It'll be weird. We'll see what they do.
It also depends on his story, right? Like there could be some sort of time jump or flashback or something.
Of all the times to not have a bad guy that wears a helmet, right?
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, unfortunately, it's sad that he passed. He was a really good actor.
He was great.
I'm sure he's a good guy too. But yeah, I just had a bunch of social. Oh, Mike, I just wanted to let you know. Sometimes I do listen to you, and I played this. I got this and played this on your recommendation. Nice. It's really good.
Yeah, it's
It's kind of like a Zolkin in a way.
Yeah, with those tracks, right?
You put down a worker and wait till it hits a certain spot to fire it off.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That choice of, well, can I leave it? Is somebody else going to do it? Like those tracks all moving, and do you go off the track up or off the track down?
Right.
Like the choices in that. Garcia is amazing. I need to play Barcelona, but the stuff he's been doing is it's great. It's good stuff.
I got to recommend this one. Have you guys tried this one yet?
I have not.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot about that.
Barcelona sitting right there, though, in the shrink.
Oh, nice.
Played.
Yeah, I want to do Barcelona. He also did the Windmill one, right?
Yeah, Windmill Valley, which has been a hit too, and haven't played that.
That one looks good. I want to try that one as well. So after trying this, I definitely want to try those some more. So
great box art too, by the way.
Yep.
Man.
Oh yeah, great box art. I mean, even when you open it up too, it's very busy. It's very colorful. And the board is very busy. There's a lot of stuff going on, but
this was a 2023 release, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
okay.
I don't think that's in our.
It was close.
Once you know, once you know what you're doing in that game, it's fairly simple. My favorite part is that mechanism in the lower left of the board where you decide, do you want the money or do you want the resources? And if you do something, you're leaving it for somebody else. That whole thing is just brilliant.
Dude, that whole thing is so weird. It took a while to get my head wrapped around it. It basically, I'll earn resources, and if I don't use them, they're left there for other people to use.
Yep.
So if you're trying to do it, say you need to pay 3 pink and 1 purple or something like that, and I only earn 2 pink and 1 purple, it's not going to make it around back to me. Someone's going to use it up again. So you got to figure out how to do your turn with a plan where everything works out, where you get all the stuff you need to pay it off in that same turn. It's crazy.
Nice.
It's a brilliant game. I love it.
Very good. Yeah. Yeah. So see, sometimes I listen.
Yeah, I don't know if I think you're saying that you listen to me, but you made a post about like 7 games and which ones you should play. So I don't know if you listen to me. I think you listen to people posting about it.
But I mean, I remember I got the game because of your recommendation. It's the same.
No, okay, yeah, whatever you say.
Don't even take the olive branch.
That's fine. It's your last lie of 2024. It's okay.
That's not my last one.
Just to you.
Yeah.
To me. Yeah, to me.
It's still pretty young in the episode. I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, that's fair.
All right. Fair enough. What do you guys, I got some stuff, but what do you guys? And I have Lucas painting, but what do you guys got? Any show and tell?
Yeah. Any cool things?
Oh, yeah. Speaking of QSCon, I finally acquired this bad boy, which was shown to me by Michael Pitry from Pentry Games. I freaking loved this game. It's like domino style game. You're trying to get the dominoes played. Freaking love it. And I got chicken for Christmas. Another.
Nice.
Is that an oink? Is that an oink game?
No.
Oh, the game. Oh, okay. I was like, you just got chicken to eat for Christmas?
Yeah,
like,
chicken. It was good. Yay.
Weird brag, but okay.
Yeah. That's king of the weird flex over here. But no, that's kind of it right there. There's a couple things I was excited about.
Cool. Sweet. Bob, Mike.
Not really.
I mean, Mike treated himself to a single malt scotch, he said.
That he doesn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I already poured 14 and it's way better.
Just keep drinking it. You'll like it.
Yeah.
It gets better.
It's something I like.
The best of it, Mike, the best of it is on the bottom.
Look at the Mandalorian Lego. That should be cool.
That's
nice.
cool.
It's pretty sweet.
You know what? I'll throw this one out there because we played this less than 2 weeks ago. I saw Sam in the chat there. We got a chance to preview Button Kingdoms.
Nice.
And I gotta say that was really fun. Very unique mechanics for what is a deck building game, with opportunities to kind of force people to not be able to buy cards they want out of the market and destroying cards. It's also kind of a simultaneous play that eliminates some of the AP and downtime that you may expect during the market phase of deck builders. That'll be hitting Kickstarter in February, and I know I really enjoyed that one.
All right, we're gonna have Sam on our show soon too.
Nice.
We are.
He's
End of next month.
on next year around the Kickstarter.
But yeah, Button Kingdoms was awesome. There's a really that central board mechanic with the where you're choosing what you're going to do with those cards is my favorite part of the game, and I haven't played any game that does anything like that. And it was really fun with the head games and like who's going to get what and how's this going to go down. It was really creative, and I thought it was pretty awesome.
And to tie it into tonight's episode, the box art, the cover of that,
dude.
Before it was released, he sent me a little picture of it, and I love that cover. I love the white, and I love the pop of what's going on in the center, and it's all telling a story on the cover, and you just want to be. A lot of the covers, I want to know what's going on based on the cover, and that's the story on itself. I love it.
It gives me like shinier, happier Stuff a Legend vibes, right?
Sure,
with, like, all the toys coming to life kind of thing,
Exactly.
but not as grim,
Yeah.
you know.
And what's it called again?
Button Kingdoms.
Button King. Nice. Who's the designer?
It's
Sam Barm.
Okay. I thought he was just
games right there in the chat.
He designed it too. Cool.
Yeah, no, he's coming
I apologize.
on. He's coming. I don't know when he's going on your show. He's coming on right around the Kickstarter for us too.
Yeah, same end of January, I believe he's coming on for us.
Right before the Kickstarter.
Nice, beautiful. Yeah, that's good. He'll be hitting both of our shows.
They'll be making the rounds, and he'll be sick of you live streaming to YouTube by the time he's done.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Oh, I guess I'll say one more thing real quick. As I was on, anybody that listens, the Board Game Binge podcast, which is James Staley's podcast from 10 Robot Games. I was a guest on his podcast last week. I forgot to say that. So check it out. He has a lot of really good. He has his podcasts are like they're pretty short. You know, I say pretty short, like compared to what we do. But
anything.
But yeah,
short.
I mean, no doubt. But we talked for probably 40 minutes, and And then we talked for like another hour afterwards, like off camera. But yeah, he has a lot of really cool industry people on, designers, all kinds of stuff. So if you like this kind of stuff, you should definitely check out that show. And you can skip the one I'm on, that's fine. But listen to all the other ones where he's talking to like really talented designers and everything. So you can bring whatever you want. We've had root beer, we've had Sprite, we've had
water,
tequila, whiskey, scotch.
That's a big jump.
Is not water,
yeah.
Jeez.
All right, you said you got a Luca painting for us, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. To piggyback off what Tim was saying, and I haven't heard them yet, but I know the Family Gamers with Andrew and Anitra, and Andrew stopped by at PAX and did a little interview with me, and apparently that went last week. I'm not sure. I haven't heard it yet, but apparently that's out. And then I also talked with Andrew Styles and Josh, Tabletop Submarine, and had a little episode. The first repeat guest for them. And I'm not sure if that's live yet either. So if you don't follow them or you're looking for some more board game stuff to digest, the Family Gamers podcast is fantastic. And the Tabletop Submarine with Andrew and Josh is also fantastic. They have great guests, good questions and stories from the other side of the table. So go check them out. And yes, I have Luca painting, but before I do, I have some stuff from Christmas that I wanted to share.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So on a sad note, some of those that follow sport might have seen that Ricky Henderson passed away.
The greatest.
Yeah. And he was born on Christmas Day. And he almost made it to Christmas Day. He passed away before. But one of my favorite cards growing up. And I'm a diehard Yankee fan, and my favorite is Don Mattingly, and I have a binder of Don Mattingly cards. But
born in Indiana,
Evansville, Indiana.
Yep, Terre Haute.
No, he's not. He's from Terre Haute. No, he's not from Terre Haute. He's from Evansville.
Evansville.
Mm-hmm.
Also, real quick, Ricky Henderson's record will never get broken.
Never get broken.
No,
for sure. No one will ever. There's no way. He had what 1988. He had 130, and the leading team had 150. Like it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, as a team, yeah.
Guys don't steal basketball anymore.
Baseball.
Yeah, it's basketball.
Or play 20 years for that matter. So he's safe.
Sure.
Anyway, go ahead.
Literally, he's safe, Mike. Well done.
Yeah.
I used to watch him when he was with the Yankees. I used to watch when they came through from Oakland, but I watched him when they got him in the Yankees, and he was one of my favorites. And one of my favorite cards ever in collecting in baseball is the 1986 Topps. I adored this card. It was always my favorite. It was hard to find. So I just wanted to show that. It's still I still like the nostalgia factor with a baseball card. There are plenty of cards that do that for me, especially from my childhood. But for some reason, the 86 Henderson, like it was he had just come through one full year with the Yankees, and I adored this card, and it was even number 500. Like it was just a lot of card that was cool. So
my favorite Ricky Henderson story is the A's cut him a check for $1 million. Ricky Henderson framed it, never cashed it. And then years later, somebody from the A's front office was like balancing the books, and they were off, and they couldn't figure out why. And it was because Ricky had never cashed the check, and they asked him if he'd cash it. And he goes, "No, I got to hang it on my wall. I've never cashed it."
It's great.
Like, nice. And when he tried to make a comeback and he was playing in the minor leagues, when he saw what the team was eating, when he played with them, he's like, no. And he basically paid for the team to eat like he ate.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was a very confident man, right? But he was very generous and actually an excellent teammate. As cocky as he came off, he was actually an amazing teammate and really good to the guys he played with. And it didn't matter, majors, minors, no matter what. Once he had money, he took care of people around him. It's just crazy good dude.
And that threesome that the Yankees had with him, Mattingly, and Winfield was dangerous. It was just a dangerous lineup when he was in it. Because if he got on, he led off, and then you had Mattingly, and Mattingly was fucking knocking him in constantly.
Contact
all
hitter,
he had
man.
was base, and you knew he was scoring. Like, it was just, he's such a dangerous player.
Yeah.
That's the
Stop.
new
Greatest-
Squid Game figurine.
Yeah,
Greatest leadoff hitter of all time. Sorry, that's true.
that's from that canceled Star Wars show. So the second thing I wanted
Oh,
to show,
too soon.
I know I'm upset about it too. I really do like that show. I was down at my sister's for Thanksgiving, and she had a mug, and I made a comment about how I laughed out loud, and I was like, I want that mug, and she got me the mug, and it comes across a little conceited, but I love it anyway.
I like it.
That's a good one.
I love it. So
That's
I have
great.
this is my coffee mug now, and then I have the whiskey glass with the kids etched in it as my
Nice.
whiskey glass.
Nice.
And then she asked me if I could come up with 4 board games that meant something to me, whether it was nostalgia or childhood or whatever, because she wanted to make me a sweatshirt, and she made me this sweatshirt. Now, there's a typo. The woman that made it fucked up Batman the Animated Series. She put an M instead of an S, but still, these were the.
I don't care.
the board
We
games
get
that
it. Yeah. All right.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that cool?
That's all right. That's pretty good.
Because
There's
like
even a-
Pretty sweet.
when you think about, and this is the original Fireball Island, not the one from Restoration. Like, I still
Yeah.
have the original One Piece Fireball Island from my childhood, the one that
Yeah.
got me there. But when she said, like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, these all mean something to me. There's a story behind each of these. And quite honestly, we would not, the 5 of us would not be here if not for Chris's game Asking for Troubles.
Alive?
It would
Yeah.
not.
The assassins would have succeeded.
Yeah.
Assassins would have succeeded, yeah. So yeah, I love this one already. And she's already getting it corrected. She's getting a new one with the right thing. But
That's still cool, though. It's
so-
still cool. Even typo aside, man, who gives a shit? You know what it means.
Yeah.
It's great. That's an awesome gift. What a great gift.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
very
good.
thoughtful.
I'm excited about it. I like it.
Very thoughtful.
All right, so Luca painting.
Luca
Mhm.
painting.
Yes.
All right, so for those that don't know yet, Luca's now 3,
Oof.
and he watercolor paints on. Well, last time was acrylic, but he watercolor paints on canvas, and he's been doing it for the better part for 2 years now. I wanted to get one that was to the day, like a year ago today, but I couldn't. The closest I got was January 10th. So this is from January 10th, the beginning of the year. And here it is. So yeah, what we try and do is just tell us what you see in this picture.
It's a Rorschach.
Yeah.
Oh, I know exactly what I
Yeah.
see immediately.
Yeah.
Like it was just like that.
Yeah. I think I know what I see too.
I almost want to draw it myself.
You should.
This is pretty cool. So yeah, comments. Tell us what you see as well.
Yeah, what do you see?
Let's find
I'll
out
move it
who
closer.
the.
You can see the colors.
This is more colors than he's ever used. And normally
Yeah,
he goes
it's,
about 3, maybe 4
Yep.
colors.
Yeah. Well, I wanted
There's a
to
lot
do
in this
something
one.
with the new year and party. Like a lot of colors. You think of party and stuff like that with the fireworks that'll
Yep.
happen. But
Link riding a bird. That's
Yeah.
very close to what I was thinking.
Oh, mine was way different. I've got the Joker and Harley Quinn dancing over the dead body of Perry the Platypus.
all right.
Oh,
that got
I've
weird.
got a chibi Joker riding a pink flamingo chasing a bird. I mean, a fish.
Okay.
I haven't figured out the middle yet, but Mike, I got a hockey reference for you. The orange thing up in the top corner, to me, looks like the Anaheim Ducks logo.
I can
Quack.
see it. Yeah.
Quack.
Yep. I
Quack.
can see it.
Quack. Cloud stripes moves. Yeah. I can see
Yeah.
that too.
I can definitely see a link in there. What
Yeah,
is
I
that?
get Joker and Harley Quinn. I feel like that's like a woman's shoe down at the bottom, that red
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
kind of
see.
It's
like
And then
her
his
foot
black
is
shoe.
white. Yeah. And then
It's like
But
the
then-
Wicked Witch riding the broom or something.
Yeah,
That's where I'm at.
could see that. Yep. Especially, it almost looks like both legs are off the side.
Yeah, see the legs hanging,
Yeah.
and then like the purple is like her cape out off in the
Mhm.
Yeah.
distance.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
see that,
yeah,
Mike.
I see that.
That's a good one.
I like that blue fish right there with the orange fins.
Definitely looks like a blue fish.
Flying up in the air. Like, what are you doing?
To
up
me,
there?
that looks exactly like Perry the Platypus from. What is that?
Yeah, I can see that. Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas
Can you
and
put
Ferb.
that in your next game, Chris?
What was that?
Can you put that in your next game?
Put that fish
Sure.
in your next game.
Yeah.
It's got orange in it.
It's in.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm with you on the Joker. Harley, I didn't see until you said it. Like I could see it now, but I definitely see the Joker right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they're dancing or like some kind of movement, right? And they probably be maniacally dancing.
Yeah, doing a waltz or something. Yep.
Right. That stuff
I
is
like that one.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Nice.
What?
No idea.
Excuse me while I get this little tray and stick it in my shirt jacket, my coat, real quick.
Hey, Eric. What do you see, Eric? Quick.
Eric, tell me the score real quick. I need to know.
No, you don't.
I'm assuming the Lions are up by a lot.
It was a close game when I came down. It was 7s.
Doing the Crash
Niners
Bandicoot
are
spin.
leading. Wow.
Nice.
Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I
That's
like
a
that
good
one.
one.
That's a good one.
I like that one.
That was a great
Got a
one.
lot of good New Year's colors in it too.
Yep, that's
The
why I went with
Crash
a little more
Bandicoot
colorful. And yeah, it's,
Look out.
again, it was from January. So, and this was before he was naming them. He did a name for this one. So.
Cool.
Oof.
What the?
Yeah.
We're gonna leave the show like this. I like it
Nope.
better. Yeah.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We can change it. I can change it too.
Perfect. No complaints.
I can just do this. It's fine.
Damn it!
Hey.
Who gave you control?
Oh no, but now I gotta see that scary ass scarecrow thing in the background behind Chris.
That's not
Yeah,
a scarecrow. That's a puppet.
It's evil. Whatever it is evil.
I got Batman.
I think I saw it in the trailer for Saw 10.
I thought it was in Long Legs.
Oh my God! What happened here?
Jesus.
I hit the wrong
That's
button.
COVID spacing. Everybody keep distance.
That's the wrong button.
on there.
There we
Just
go.
keep me 6 feet away from Mike. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Title of Mike's sex tape.
That's his OnlyFans chapter.
It's my studio.
All right. So before that goes down the wrong road, let's talk about favorite board game box art stuff. So, like I said, I asked all of you for 7 items. Oh, I only mentioned how Mike kind of went off. So, other Mike Rice, you came to me and said, "Oh, I forgot a box cover," and you said, "Can I add that?" And I said, "You'll have to remove one of the 7 you gave me, but sure." And instead, you said, "Hold on," and ran away. And then Bob contacts me later and switches one of his. Did you convince him to switch his so that you didn't have to?
No, there was no
Okay.
convincing. I asked our chat if anybody included it, and I didn't switch mine because I had a feeling one of the other 2 would.
And I said, I'm not spoiling my list.
Yeah.
Nobody told me anything
Because
So-
that's the thing with these guys. They know this. I'm notorious. Like, I don't like to share my list. I went like, oh, like, let's compare lists so that we could talk. Like, no. I want to shock and awe with my list. Mike, this isn't your OnlyFans. Stop.
Yeah, I was like, was that a fish shake or a fish shake?
yeah.
All right. So, where's the button to share? I don't oh, here it is.
Present.
There we go.
Present.
So,
Woo,
got
brackets.
the brackets ready.
Love it.
Hopefully, this is all
Look
working
at that.
correctly. Yeah.
Why are there 3 in the middle center?
Because it's not 12. It's it's not what do you call it? Even. Whatever. It works out. Because the last vote is going to be between 3.
Nice.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let the chat also vote on
Ooh,
here,
yeah,
and
so
we'll
dry
take the
erase.
majority of them, and whatever their majority is a vote as well, and there'll be the tiebreaker as well.
I have
Okay.
an envelope, so it'll work.
So get yourself something to write with, and we'll show. Where the positions are, I randomized it. I use a random number generator and put them out there. So
Cool.
Already.
Andromeda's edge is on the middle and the right. That's the big.
you don't know what's going on. You don't.
We could end up with some tough matchups then. We'll see what happens.
Or easy ones. I actually tried not to pay too much attention to where things were and what they were matched up with. I just kind of put them into. In fact, I had the black boxes there, and I threw the games under the numbers without looking. So
Nice.
Right.
Keeping it pure.
all right, so we're gonna go to the first matchup here over here. Zoom in here. Woo. All right, and it is between Tether
Mm.
Good call.
and Mistwind. So,
Oh,
we're going
man.
yeah, that's a nice comparison. So we're going to write down our votes before we talk about it, and we can talk about it afterwards about how you're wrong.
Are we doing like 1, 2, A, B, or
Yeah.
right words?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 reveal kind of thing. I won't look at the. I mean, we won't look at the comments until we get a few votes or whatever. But
Okay.
all right,
we're
I got
gonna
my
write-
vote ready.
They're not gonna sway my vote anyway. But
That's true.
These are both great.
I put one of these in, so I already know which one I'm voting for.
Mm.
All right.
Everybody
Okay.
got it?
I don't have a dry erase.
You're going to need that to write.
I'm writing on an envelope, Mike. You'll be all right.
Well, I have a marker and a dry erase. I don't have something to erase the dry erase.
You have a shirt,
pants.
don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
it's
use your
black.
I
hand.
have a black hoodie.
This is a
Use your hand like a man.
No. Why would I do that?
Spit on that thing.
Oh,
Nope.
Mike.
Wrong channel, Mike.
I'm in
Man.
the Logan studio.
Mike
Did I
drinks.
miss
Mike
that?
drinks 3 bottles of scotch, and he thinks every
not-
channel's his OnlyFans, though.
Do not keep that sound bite.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Well, I see which way the comment is leaning.
Oh, it's not. It's leaning one way for sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right,
our
thank
All right.
resident
Are we
marketer
ready?
commented.
Thank you, Steven.
We ready?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One,
for sure.
2, 3, reveal. Everybody did Mistwind but me. Okay, so I'm the one that put Tether in.
That's
Not
cool
backwards.
art, though. I
Man.
hadn't
I like
heard
it.
of that game.
I like it. I like it. And if
I do
for those
too.
that were curious, How to Steam Broccoli is the company, and it was one of those that we talked about on the show. Like I needed to find them and ask what the hell. And the reasoning behind it is when you try and when you're cooking broccoli, you can overcook it really easily and you can undercook it really easily. And there's this little tiny window of cooking broccoli perfectly. And that's what their goal is, to make these games that are not too much and not too little, make them right, like perfect, like steaming broccoli the right way. So that's where they came up with their name.
I will
Really?
tell you though, that's
Very
yeah.
clever.
I would read an entire graphic novel series with the artist from Tether. I will tell you that, man. That is fantastic
it.
art.
Yeah.
Really
Those aren't
cool
easy
art. No joke. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this is one that I recommended. A Mistwind. This is one of those things that has a
Yeah.
story in the cover, and I
Good
love.
one.
I mean, it's Daryl and Adrian, and I played this game when it was this 2 other iterations of it. But what they did with this art and this style, like they bring you into a world that they created, and it just looks beautiful.
So this was one that I submitted. I don't know
Nice.
if we had crossover as well, but like, yeah. So
Yeah.
Mike and I, like, because Tether made me question my choices. I'm gonna say that art is so tight,
Yeah.
but I think
It is.
that for me, the Mistwind felt more epic, right? Like a bigger
Yeah.
tale, kind of like Scythe. You know, not to spoil what might be. Well, no, that's not from this year, so we're good.
No,
But you know,
you're good.
kind of those kind of vibes, right? Like it's like
Yeah.
some big epic weird fantasy kind of thing, where Tether looked like an amazing comic book panel, like or
Yeah.
a comic cover, that
Yeah.
it's like I'm picking up that book and I'm flipping through it, because if it's a story I'd be even remotely interested in reading, like I want to see that art. I want to like just because the color choices and everything with that art are great.
They had
really
a
props.
banner at PAX, and I had to go over there and just look at the art.
Oh hell yeah, that is amazing.
Definitely.
Yeah, I wonder who the artist is and if they've done graphic novels before.
Right.
And same thing with me, Di. He signed right on the thing, and it looks like a Tether. It was really, I liked it. I thought it was cool.
Mhm.
Eric Hebler. Unfortunately, not all of these have the artists on the front, and I didn't write them down. I should have written them underneath the thing. The hard part about doing that is sometimes on BGG it just lists like 3 artists, and you don't know which one did the art.
Yeah, that's why I exclusively try to pick AI generated covers. I'm just kidding.
Get that sound bite ready.
And we're getting down. Just lost 1,000 people.
Oh man, easy come, easy go.
All right, let's see what it's going to be up against. I guess we'll go into this one here. I can't be mad about it. Miss Wynn's good.
No, that was a good nomination. That's a cool cover.
Yeah, it does exactly what like it creates this. Ooh, I want to play in that world kind of moment.
Yeah, definitely,
absolutely.
So next comparison, Diluvium versus Survival Zombie Infection. This one right here, the Survival. This is the only cover pick I could get from BGG. They have not put a front one. So publishers, come on. Get your front cover on there. Sorry about that. So
that's a good one.
They're so different from each other.
Yeah,
they really are. They really are. Yeah. Let's get you. These are all tough so far. None of these are easy.
No kidding.
Okay.
I can do we have got a lot of people saying
this is going both ways. I like it.
I know. So there's some really cool detail here. Just want to show that off, some of the close-up stuff.
Yeah.
Very good there. And this is also has a lot of fun little design work.
The stylization of Diluvium is really cool. And again, the colors, the layering of the colors with the yellow and the orange and like that deeper orange, like really good.
Well done. Great use of color.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Right now it's 4-3 Diluvium in the chats.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Ready to reveal? Let's do it. Diluvium, zombie, survival, brains. So 3 here. Oh, wow. Okay. So 3 here. You said Diluvium had it for the chat?
It was 3-2. I'm sorry, 3-4 Diluvium.
Wow.
And then 3-2 zombie on the stream. So we're tied.
+1 in the chat and -1 in the stream. So it's actually tied.
We're tied, and I said that the chat breaks the tie.
Good.
Diluvium over survival. Wow.
That was so close too.
That was tough.
That was a tough one, and they're such different styles.
They are, and I can live with that though because they're both great. They really are.
All right, so that's going to be our first matchup over there. But let's go over here.
I just played Survival the other night.
This is fun. I haven't played either one of those.
Me neither. Well, I played Survival. I haven't played Diluvium.
You've had a hard life.
Yeah.
How do I find this game? What, Diluvium?
How do you find that game? No,
I got you, Steven.
He said the survival one.
Oh yeah, Steven, we can hook you up. We know a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, fun fact real quick about the about that zombie survival infection. We've got a card in that game.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I remember seeing that last time. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And that's cool artwork too. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, James Cole did all the art and designed the game.
It looks like a much better version of the doodles I did in high school.
Oh, fair.
I used to like zombie stuff all over my papers instead of doing homework.
He's done some of the old World of Darkness RPG stuff from like the late 90s.
That's cool.
And I recognized his art style when he put a game out because it's like I used to play those role-playing games. Which was cool to then meet him and become friends. But
that's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
All right, we ready for our next matchup?
Yeah, hell yeah.
These are hard.
I love it though. It's really interesting.
All right, so the first one is I'm surprised each one because like I said, I didn't pay attention to where anything is. Oh, okay. Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth. And Forges
Oh.
of Ravenshire. All right, let's zoom in a little bit for some of this stuff. Is this
Yes.
starts with a D?
Is that Vincent Dutray?
Yeah.
Dutray. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. You can.
Yeah.
You can do stuff. I love Dutray.
God damn it.
He is one of my all-time favorite board game artists right
Man,
now. Like he is
that is-
freaking crushing it.
Not fair to pop those two against.
Oh,
No,
that.
not at all. Any other day, Forges is taking this. One.
I
Man,
will divulge just that both of these were nominated more than once.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I will own up to having nominated Forges.
Yeah, me too.
I
But I would-
nominated both of these.
Nice. Googs and I just had the same
maybe
taste
we
in
know
board
which way
game
it's
box
going to
art.
go.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
see.
tough.
Where are we in the chat? Let's see. We got a lot of Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's there's a couple Forges in there, but it looks like it's swung over to Lord of the Rings. So
We got
let's
Vincent,
see.
Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
5 Lord of the Rings to 2.
two Forges. All right, let's see it.
I'll put my Forges vote in.
Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings, Forges, Forges.
2 more Forges and 3 loaders.
Yeah.
Really tough break going up against.
That was
the
tough.
Green.
Man,
I didn't look that close at it because there were so many Lord of the Rings games that came out this year. I feel like Tim and Vikings in 10 years ago.
right?
Yeah.
I'm just tired of Vikings games. My issue with that loader cover is it does what for me, and this isn't like commentary on Dutray because his art is amazing, but like the way that the colors are reminds me of like when you see those breakdowns of lazy movie posters where it's like movie posters used to be amazing, and then it's like no, they all just kind of do the same kind of color scheme where it's like red on one side and then you've got like your hot on one side and your cool colors on the other side, and it's just I'm not saying that that's reflective of his effort or anything like that because that box art is amazing. I'm just saying that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that one and why I had to go with Forges. But otherwise, I mean, Vincent Dutray is one of my favorite.
Orange and blue is pretty good color scheme.
It's always great.
That
Burst.
was one of my nominations.
All right, let's see what it's going to go up against.
That was rough.
I think we know what's happening here.
Oh, no, I guessed it was on the right side of this thing.
You
did. Same shape, though.
Yeah.
Hey, both of them have dragons.
And they're, stylized.
Sea Dragons is good.
I am not bouncing myself out of this boat. Mostly just because I'm not going to get into it. I have a grind, something to grind. Is that what you're
saying?
An
axe to grind?
Axe to grind about Andromeda's not making someone's top of the list for the year simply because they were like, well, I like dwellings and that would be unfair to put it in here. I was like, that's not unfair. It's a different game.
What?
It's a different game. Yeah.
It's a better game.
So
go to hell.
So
yeah, it is
I'm going to vote
game.
for it. You already know what I'm voting for. I'm doing Andromeda.
Yeah, same. I am too, and these were both my nomination. I had to get a Weberson Santiago piece of art on this list. And
I'm just going to yeah, Mike, if Sea Dragons was up against something else, I love that vibe and that style of Sea Dragons. Yeah. But kind of like earlier when I was like with Mistwind, it's like the Andromeda's Edge just feels so epic, like and badass.
Is Sea Dragons in the same world as Sail?
It's the same artist.
Sure. I just didn't know the same. Yeah.
I don't believe so, but it's the same artist because that was a Draco
Studios,
publication, and that was one of my favorite banners at Gen Con, honestly.
Yeah, is that the same artist that does that Ben Helsing game?
Yes,
no.
From
is it?
Century.
Yeah, okay.
It is.
And Bloody Inn.
Yeah. So you can tell that
Whoever
style.
sits
I
on
do like
Chicago,
that.
man.
I,
Yeah.
I really do like the style. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
literally
great.
just looked up what box art he did in 2024 and picked my favorite.
Yeah, I'm glad that that this was not just me that swung it because I worked on it. But
No, it's phenomenal.
No, it's great. Yeah.
fortunately,
Absolutely.
I see where it's going.
Yeah.
That's a hard one there. Yeah.
Well, I've already made
Well-
my opinion.
Well, we'll
on
get
this.
to it. We'll get to it.
Sure.
Wow.
Or
right.
I tank it because I know what one I want to win in the upper bracket. So I pick the weaker one.
Oh, you're gonna
Yeah,
game the
win.
system. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I game the game.
That's never
It is.
backfired against anybody.
Never. Good thing is I'll probably forget what's up top by the time we get to the one, so I won't even remember.
Trying to
Like,
prop
oh,
up
yeah.
some crappy.
That was pretty strong in Andromedas. We had Sea Dragons in there, so that's good. I mean, it deserves a vote.
It definitely deserves a vote.
Definitely. Yeah. All right. Next is SETI.
Oh, I was just looking real hard at this game yesterday at the game store.
And Tir de Nog, which I have not played. Is this good?
Have not played. I'd love
I see it
to.
on a lot of
Grand Gamers Guild, if you want to talk to me. Love to.
They're not a sponsor, but they could be.
Yeah, right. We're talking to you, Mark Spector. Come on.
This might be the hardest one for me, actually.
He's a good dude. Mark's a good dude. I give him a hard time.
This one is tough.
Again, they both like Tir de Nog has like a style, and SETI just is very clean, and the colors are just dynamic and sharp. Like I don't know, that's kind of where you go, like where my brain goes, right? When I'm like looking at these things, and you have like almost photorealistic on one side, and then you've got like this fantastical setting on the other side. So really nice dynamic.
It's interesting dynamic, like you said, with the realism on the one, and then that myth feeling on the other.
Yeah, that Celtic styling, on the other side.
SETI's cover bores me, but in a peaceful way. All right, man, it is even in the comments.
All right, well, let's see what we do then.
All right, here's my vote. SETI.
Tir de
Nog. All right. I thought that would happen. I'm the one that put SETI in. But
I put Tir de Nog in.
Yep.
I did too, Googs.
Nice. It's such
That's
a beautiful
great.
I think I put that one in.
Celtic mythology that's going on there.
Yeah,
it's got a story on the cover. SETI looks like not, I don't know about boring. Like there's definitely a story going on, but there's no action. It's just
there's no action, there's no story, and that's very true. It's something more for me that just in technique. Like I know how to build these kind of things. I mean, just how the colors. Look at the cloud color. I mean, it's just beautiful.
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't put Tir de Nog in. I thought for sure I did. I almost did. I looked really hard at it.
No, this was definitely one of mine.
But I would have
styles and the colors of this stuff. It's really hard. I can't be mad about it.
Style over photorealism for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, but again though, that photorealism of SETI is incredible. And actually I love the font or whatever that they used for the title.
Yeah.
Well, I actually think that's stronger than Tir de Nog, right? Because they've even got like the wavelength like through the middle of it, which is just a nice little touch.
I like that it's photorealistic until you just start looking and seeing the brush strokes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then you're like, oh, this is like a painting. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful cover, but of the two,
oh yep, can't be
SETI
mad.
I'd hang on my wall. Tir de Nog I'd pull off and want to play.
Yeah, that's good.
Can't be mad about that.
Not at all, man.
These are all going to be good.
Seriously,
they're all good.
I haven't seen a clunker yet.
A bunch of crappy ones.
I was really tempted. To just find like one that was like really terrible to just put in there to just be a dick and see what
that would have been funny.
But I did not do that.
Didn't happen.
Find another way to put Flip 7 on a list.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, let's see what Tir de Nog's going to be up against.
No hollow. No pressure.
Great game.
That's Ammon's
art. I have played that one.
Yeah.
Civolution.
Oh, I know who put Civolution up.
All right, there's enough detail. Let me
These are so
zoom in
different
for some people at home so they can see. Yeah, they're very different.
They are so different. Oh,
there's
my
a lot of
God.
fun stuff going on here, and then
Oh.
there's a lot of detail in here. Little stuff in there, so lots to look at in both of these. Really,
it's a tough one.
it is tough. Man, why did I do these randomly?
There's a detail on one of these boxes that eliminated it from contention for me.
Oh, interesting. Well,
I want to know who afterwards. I'll wait until the votes are counted. Who nominated Civolution? Because I'm a huge Stefan Feld fan, and it wasn't me.
I assumed it was Bob because it's a civilization game.
we ready?
Yep.
No.
Difficult choice.
Yeah.
What we got going on in the comments? Let me see here. Gnome is neither an option.
Wow.
It is. Yeah, that's it. It is for you. It's not for us.
I guess I would just say don't comment.
Yeah. If you don't have something nice to vote for. Civ, gnome. So we got 3 civs, 2 gnomes.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
Civs just barely. All right. And here's my vote. Ready? Nice.
Oh, I see. What
Civ, gnome, civ. Wow. So we've got 3 gnomes, 2 civs, and Civ won the comment. So Civ wins
Chris,
it.
that must have been your nomination.
Wasn't mine.
It's Hoops. I called it. It was Bob's. I don't like the hands on the box cover of Civilization.
Why?
I don't know. They're just
like,
bother me.
I mean, it fits the theme.
Yeah, because it's just like these like ghostly hands, and they're building all this stuff.
It's a digital thing, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like the way it looks. I didn't notice the hands at first, and I was really like torn. And then when Chris had like zoomed in on him and kind of like we're showing the whole thing, I saw the hands. I'm like, I'm out. Like it just removed me from the thing. Like a city in a jar that you're building seemed really interesting until I saw the hands, and it kind of broke the third wall for me, or whatever you want to call it, right?
It's the fourth wall.
It took me out. Yeah, the fourth wall. It took me out of the illusion.
I know you hated Deadpool.
What? I love Deadpool.
Yeah, but he breaks the fourth wall all the time.
It's funny when he does it.
Good pick, Bob. I need
to break the fourth wall within the fourth wall.
He does it with jokes, not hands.
But and his hands aren't clear when he does it. And sometimes he's got weird baby hands or legs, depending on what limb got cut off at the time.
True. Yeah, it's fully what does he call it? Donald Ducks it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was difficult for me to go between the two, but I leaned towards Civ because of the cool stuff that was in the middle. I kind of agree with the outside is boring. The white,
I don't like the white around the outside either. It's very stark.
Zoomed in on it a little bit more, fill the box up a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the city should have been if the more the box was like that city in a dome or whatever that was, I would have felt like way more behind it. Yeah, Steve, that's for the OnlyFans. You got to join the board, the premium board. Don't worry, Mike's hands are tiny. They fit in a lot of places.
The views of Tim's hands are not necessarily those of 40. All right, so next one. We're on the other side.
Hey, buddy, man.
Ask him which one he likes.
He'd pick Gnome Hollow because I have the gnome on the kitchen table.
Right on.
Yeah,
nice. Oh, okay. What about the trait coming back? What's
Box
it again?
better than the game, that's for sure. Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, hell yeah. Wow.
All right. So, sure, a lot of people have seen this one. This has been all over the place. But
Unconscious Mind,
Andrew
everybody's
Bosley. We mentioned the trait on the cover. I feel this is a really. I got into the details of this whenever I was putting it on here.
That's amazing. Small note about Unconscious Mind. It's a combination of Bosley and Dutrait art.
Right.
Yep.
Chris did say that, but yeah.
It's okay. Mics aren't allowed to listen to me.
Oh, that's
No,
true. That's true.
I was
Mics are
already
genetically engineered not to listen to Chris's.
I was already writing my pick down. So
We know your pick.
That's why Chris gets excited when Rice is on the show, because at least one mic will listen to him.
That's true. Well, the odds anyway.
I nominated one of these picks, and this is still very difficult. This is why this seeding is. Who picked these seeds?
Yeah,
Randomly.
Random.
They picked them.
Wow,
I know which one. I know what Mike nominated.
you know which one I nominated?
Well,
I should have made every single one of them Andromeda's Edge. All right, we ready?
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's go.
All right. Unconscious mind, unconscious mind, unconscious mind. Is it Harakiri?
I think so. I don't know. I picked the one I'd want to play. I played
Yeah,
Unconscious Mind and didn't like it. So
I nominated
Harakiri.
both of those games, and man, that was tough.
Man, Harakiri looks amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I was just kind of scrolling through, and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome!"
That box art is it's badass.
Yeah, comments is leading unconscious mind.
Yeah,
Sure it is. Sure it is.
Yeah, I felt bad for anything that went up
Dude,
against that one because
That's sick.
yeah. I have no idea what that game's about. It just looks badass.
It does.
Yep.
Is there a
That is
consolation bracket?
That Harakiri is a game that I would buy without playing.
Yeah,
Unless I flip that box over and the components look like garbage. Right? Like,
right.
but if it's like cards with that art or something like that, I would buy that just to want to have that artwork like in my house.
I mean, it's
So-
really unfair going up against two of the great artists.
Yeah, and also like
Yeah.
one of the most popular games of the year, second to Andromeda's.
And who was it that saw that? Yeah, Steve Wright. Like that mix, that blend of their two styles together is just
It's
so
great.
well done.
It's
so
really
well
well done.
It
It's
makes
really
me
well
so
done.
mad I didn't think to do it myself.
Until Tim found out Harakiri plays like unconscious mind, then it hits his call pile.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's like this boat you have to keep up with as you're playing.
Yeah, I'll get Unconscious Mind because it'll be easier to trade.
I assume you didn't like unconscious mind.
I thought it was an excellent game with like one too many mechanics.
I could see that opinion. I liked it, and I thought it was pretty good, but I could see that opinion.
Yeah.
I thought the artwork was great. I love the card overlays. Like and the problem is I don't know what mechanic I would take out.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it does a lot of very interesting things.
Yeah.
I just felt like
It would be
much.
the placement on the map for me.
yeah, maybe.
I think
That's
that's
probably
the
the
one that
weakest
I would-
part.
That was the
That's
one
cool.
I was least interested in. But yeah,
That's probably the weakest part, but
Yeah.
I mean, it not to say it deserves all the attention it's getting. I'm not taking anything away from that. And it's
I enjoyed it.
freaking
I
beautiful. Yeah.
liked the game.
I was telling them I wish they would have done it like as modules, so that way you could just take some of the modules out.
Mhm.
People that you want more crunch, you add some modules in. Type of thing.
I'm always going to have a cat though. So
Meow.
next one, the Fog Escape from Paradise
That's a good one.
or Inferno.
Ooh.
All right, let me zoom in. There's a lot of
I
stuff.
will,
There's stuff
just
going
say,
on in here.
Look at all
I
that.
tend to like Euros more than Tim, and I found Unconscious Mind too fiddly to enjoy.
Look at telling some of this. That's pretty crazy.
I can tell you why I voted the way I did, and it's very hipster.
These are almost thematically inverted, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, right?
That's crazy.
Mhm.
Oh, hold on, I
But they're
gotta-
doing
I
the
gotta
same
write down
thing.
the
It's like forced perspective, right?
Yeah.
Because of the sides.
And they both have a boat. Is that right? Yeah, boats. Yeah.
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 And one person
Wow.
is journeying down the river Styx while, they're
Yeah.
journeying down that tunnel, and the other people are fleeing.
Yeah,
I
it
do
looks like overwhelmingly Inferno in comments.
I do
So
like seeing the chat overwhelmingly go with one that I nominated.
Mm.
all right, what we got?
You too, Mike?
Inferno,
Mike, I picked this one as well.
Yep.
Got
This
one
art is
slog.
sick. This
So I-
looks like a metal album I want to listen to like yesterday.
Yes. Yeah.
So here's my problem with Inferno is no one will do Dante's Inferno, the art for Dante's Inferno, better than William Blake, who was like a early 1800s.
The poet?
Yeah, the poet, Tiger, right? Tiger, burning bright in the darkness of the night. Yes, sir. He illustrated, he if you see any illustrations from Dante's Inferno, it's probably a Blake. Yep. And nobody did it better, in my opinion. So I have a very hard time, personally. That's my own hang up.
Interesting. I didn't try to infer it. I was just looking at the art.
So that was a hipster non-pick.
Yeah, it was. I'm full of contradictions and hipsterisms.
All right, next one.
Steven, look at Steven's comment.
Nice.
No, we're talking heavier than that.
I don't know. Inferno could have been an old Dio cover.
That's more like Cannibal Corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I didn't nominate this, but who's played this game? Rune Master. Has anybody played it?
Nope.
I played it at
it looks cool.
Retro Game Con in October. It's actually really like they did a really good job with it. It was surprisingly fun. I didn't expect it. It was really fun.
I've not played either one of this. I did see Slay the Spire all over the place on PAX. People were getting it.
I've only played the computer game and I play it all the time. I love it. Got it on my iPad. I got it on my PlayStation.
This is tough.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, this one was not.
Yeah.
This wasn't hard.
This wasn't hard for me.
It's about art, not game, right? It's about the art.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't played either one. So yeah,
none of this is even like, look, I haven't seen a piece of art on any of these that I haven't liked yet. Yep. So
they're all good. That's why they're nominated. But which one of these is getting you to pick it up?
Right.
So far, we only got 3. No, we got 4-ish votes. Someone, if you say you kind of like this about this, I guess I take that as a vote.
Yeah, I would take that as a vote.
Take
that as a vote.
So we've got 3 for Slay, 2 for Rune Masters in the comments, it looks like.
Okay.
I have to read through people's ifs and then. All right, so ready? Turn it up.
Sam, just be specific or Chris will call you out.
Yep. Rune Masters, Slay, Rune Masters. Yeah, and I think Slay has it in the comments as well. That's unfortunate. I put Rune Masters in there. And to be honest, like the artwork, the illustration part is really nice, but I'm counting the whole thing, including the graphic design of the logo going across and the artwork coming up. And I love that style. It looks awesome. So that's
I love the font of the thing. I just don't know that I like the negative space at the top. Like I feel like I don't know. But I guess if you want Rune Masters to be like to pop like that, I don't know how else you do it. Right?
I like that it went crooked.
I like the angle. Like I like that style choice. Right.
I voted for it more for graphic design almost than artwork.
So that's my question. Like what we were talking about, the best box art, not the best box design, right?
But like the cover with logo and everything is box art.
Right, but that's box design then, not art. The art is inside those slash marks. The
design. No, it's not box illustration. It's box art.
Box art.
Graphic
so the
art
whole box
and illustration put together, beautifully designed together.
Okay.
At least that's the way I did it.
Yeah, no, that's good. That works.
Oh,
I almost put Rune Masters in there. Rune Masters didn't win.
That's what happens when Chris is running it. Well, the one I wanted is going to make it.
Sorry, put it in here anyway.
It's like the rest. It's like the rest for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly like whatever that is.
Yeah, sports stuff.
You got it. If you got it, you got it. If you know, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So what is Slay the Spire going to go up against? It's either One of Madness.
Man.
Oh, love it.
Or Primal the Awakening.
Oh, this is tough.
This box cover hurts my eyes to look at. It's so bright.
Yeah, it's very bright.
But in a good way. Yeah.
But it makes me think of one of my favorite comic panels of all time.
Makes me think of Skyrim.
Yeah, Oblivion is exactly what I was thinking of. Or not Oblivion, Skyrim.
So I originally did not read the Dragonlance D&D books. I had the graphic novels of them, like the collected editions of the comics. And there is a scene with a panel with Sturm Brightblade, if you're familiar with those characters, and it's him and a dragon, and it's kind of similar to that primal cover.
He's like standing off against it.
Yeah, it's epic.
Right.
It is epic. And then tears follow, but it's still epic.
Spoilers.
No, I didn't say what happens. You love that dragon. It's really,
I mean, they've had like
11 character.
4 Dawn and 3 Primal right now.
3 Dawn and 3 Primal?
4 Dawn, 3 Primal.
4 Dawn. All right, so Dawn is winning in the comments. And our vote? Dawn, Primal. What's the thing? Dawn, Primal, Dawn.
Wow.
So Dawn wins it.
Wow.
It's a great box cover. I just love that.
That's not too much white, Tim.
Nope, not that time. Look good.
I feel like it looks too much like a still from a video game.
It kind of does. You know what, though, would make this primal cover better is if you took the sky and the clouds from that SETI box and you put it.
Yes. Give me a minute. I could do it. No.
And you could like tint the colors a little bit. You might have to tweak the colors of the dragon a little bit just to get a better fit. But that would, if you combine that with that sky, but that Dawn of Madness, man, that's a scary, creepy, badass box cover. I do like that one.
I like how Chris just said, "Hold my beer."
Oh, Nick's, yeah, stir him on the wall. That's yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's see what the next bracket's going to be. I've forgotten what's in here and what I have left.
Nice.
Oh yeah. I remember this one.
That's a good one.
And
that's a good one.
Oh, wow! Man, what a contrast!
Yeah, and the themes too.
What a contrast! You've got like neo future, like weird gray tech stuff, and then you've got like this beautiful fantasy, like vibrant. I want to play both of these games. I've never played either of them.
I definitely want to play one of these games.
I want to play both of them badly. Oh, Reiner Knizia. What?
This is the hard one for me. This is the one.
Is it?
Yeah, this is tough.
It's pretty easy for me, I think.
Pretty easy for me.
I think I like them both. I mean, I definitely like them both, but it's an easy one for me.
I really like them both, but I knew which one I wanted. If I could only buy one of these games first.
The idea of the box telling a story and wanting to like play in that story or wanting to know more, they both have both of that.
Like they do. They really do.
1, 2. It looks like 5 for Rebirth and 3 for Atlas in the comments.
Oh man, this is tough.
The Rebirth has Rebirth has the advantage in comments, it looks like. All right, we ready to vote? Let's do it. Rebirth, Atlas, Rebirth. So Rebirth has it.
Wow.
I mean, it's hard whenever you're almost gray, black and white up against that vibrant kind of color, right?
Yeah, but I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on in that Atlas Lost.
Yeah, that planet is floating. Like, I want to know what's going on there too.
Yeah. Talk about story, right?
Did anybody else vote for Atlas other than me? I missed it. No. Yeah. I mean, Rebirth looks beautiful, but that Atlas, like, I love like dark future dystopian stuff. Yeah.
The thing is, like, I want to know what happens in Atlas, but I don't want to live in that world. And Rebirth feels so much more inviting.
It does.
And it just kind of got me there. It also, Atlas looks a little more like a video game again to me.
Okay.
Which is interesting. And so I go for the more paintery stuff.
Sure.
Both of them are
Mighty
gorgeous.
Boards, right?
What was that?
Mighty Boards is Rebirth.
Yeah. Looks like it.
Yep.
Yeah. I love them.
All right.
Dave.
So,
Dave. Oh, Dave, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're able to type, buddy.
Oh.
she did better.
See, so Sam said he had to go with Atlas and it won because it was he would buy it, even though because that's the one he would buy between the two, but he would put Rebirth on the wall.
That's a good yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, what's gonna go against
I haven't seen one
Rebirth?
I don't like yet.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, well, good.
How about this one?
Mm-hmm.
Versus
Wow, that's the first I've seen that one.
Easy pick for me.
zoom in for everybody.
That's the first I've seen this one.
Oh, you haven't seen this
Same.
cover?
No.
I have not seen that cover.
I hear that this game is like the replacement for Downforce and what's that one that
Heat, Flamme Rouge.
no, not Heat. The one where it's like almost Mad Max and you're replacing the boards like
Thunder
that.
Road.
Yeah.
Thunder Road.
We just did a review of the new expansion, Carnival of Chaos. It was really good. It makes a demo.
Yeah, it's so good.
All right, so what's the chat saying there? Let me write my vote.
And Windmill Valley is Garcia's, right?
Yep.
That's the one we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
I'm sure it's no accident, but that Joyride car, that's Mad Max's car. That is 100%.
All right.
Tom, you did? I've never seen that before, ever.
What?
Tom said he had Joyride at the 24-hour fundraiser we had.
Huh. All right, so it looks like Joyride has four.
You shut
And
up.
Windmill has 2 in the chat. All right, and vote.
For those that don't know, Dave blew his back out sneezing, so he can't come to the New Year's Eve
Oh,
party.
wow.
Hey, that happened to Sammy
Joyride
Sosa.
all the way across.
Yeah.
Come on, Joyride's great. I mean, the style, the colors, like the
That's my
vibe.
entry, so I'm happy.
That is. I mean, nothing. I'm sure Windmill Valley is a great game, but if I saw those two on the shelf, I'm pulling off Joyride, and I want to play Joyride right now.
Oh, I absolutely want Windmill Valley. The cover really helps with that, but and the board itself looks all bright and beautiful like that as well. But the style of Joyride just looks amazing.
For sure.
I love the action in it. So it's cars flying up in the. Yeah, I want to play that. All right, so these are our. This is who we're up against here. Whew.
Okay.
All right, so let's start back over here. Oh man.
Yeah, it's not gonna get easier.
Nope. All right, comments, cast your votes.
Yeah, it's not easy. Fuck.
This is a brutal pick for me. I'm struggling.
Yeah.
Does Diluvium look like the Mortis Gods artwork?
Yes.
A little bit.
That's why I'm leaning that side because of that.
Yeah. I'm thinking about getting that as a tattoo.
Yeah, you should do that.
Cool.
That's a good idea.
All right, we let's see what we got going on in the chat. Oh, it is overwhelming Mistwind in the chat.
Wow.
So we know they've got that. All right, we ready to vote?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All right. I'm sticking with my Diluvium.
Yeah,
Diluvium. Mistwind Diluvium. Look at that. Wow. We kind of went against the chat there, but
the People's Mike must renounce his title, and now I have become the People's Champion.
I did not expect that. I thought I was losing Diluvium there.
I am curious now that Tim brought it up, how are you the people's mic?
Wait, did Diluvium win that over Mistwind?
Yeah, 4 of us voted Diluvium.
But I thought the chat voted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, they get 1 vote,
7.
whether their majority is, and they
the
get
chat
5.
is only 1 vote.
Right. So
Got
you
it.
in the chat got 2 votes, and Diluvium.
So we got it right, and then you guys got it.
I know, and it's a hard rule too, because the chat. I don't think there was one for Diluvium.
Not one.
It's okay. All right, this one it's gonna heartbreak. This is hard for me. Trait's my favorite artist in board games.
Well, Dude Fate's in 2 right now, so you're okay if this one goes.
That's fair.
I think one has the edge over the other one here.
Oh.
Wow.
Also interesting, the people that put this on their list did not tell me if they wanted the deluxe cover or this cover. So I put the retail cover.
I didn't know there was a different cover.
There's the deluxe is dark brown with the gold kind of thing.
It's more gold. Yeah, there's more blue on this one, right?
Huh.
All right, what we got in chat here? We got Andromeda's Edge. Good night.
Oh, good night. Night, Steve.
Andromeda's Duels, Andromeda. Okay, so it's overwhelming Andromeda. Here comes our vote.
Wait, I don't know what I'm doing on this one.
Cheater. What are you looking at? You already know what Mike's doing.
It's a tough one. This is really a tough one because I love the dynamic on the one, but that one's just fucking epic.
The Lord of the Rings one reminds me of the Path of Light and Shadows cover too.
Yeah,
Which is another great piece of artwork by Beth Sobel. We ready?
Sure.
Edge. Oh, wow. I'm glad I'm not the one swaying it.
So I'm really glad that Strain here is pulling a Seppi Yoon. If you ever play one of these games with Seppi, and it's like a showdown between like characters from a game or worlds you want to live in, themes from a game, and Seppi always makes his game like the one you can't beat.
I said it was random.
Hold on. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I will have Seppi. I would have Seppi on every week if he would do it because he is so much fun. But
and to be fair, it's not my game. I just worked on it. So.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's not like I'm getting more money or anything.
Might get more work though. Heyo.
Got enough of that. All right. Ternanog or Civolution. I think we all know where this is going after our last talk here.
I don't know.
Let's see what chat's saying here.
No one said anything.
Oh, I see one.
There's one.
Is that another vote for Andromeda? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Wow, these covers look the same?
What? I guess there's a bubble. There's like a dome.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, with the bubble and the dome. Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay.
It's kind of neat that they.
In Ternanog, the hands are actually invisible.
Right. Where Civolution, it looks like a video game.
Oh, look at that. We got 2 for Civ, 2 for Tier. No, 3 for Tier.
3 for Tier.
It is not unified in the comments.
I'm not a fan of that Civolution cover. I like the white, and I like the white with the contrast of color that makes things stand out. But I hate the hands, and I think
the white is what I don't like.
Thank you.
The font is bad. Like it's
just
3-3 in chat. Let's hope we don't need.
Yeah, the font is kind of bad because it's hard to read Civolution on there.
Yeah,
right?
I don't like it. There's nothing about that I like. It looks dated with the gray border on the bottom.
Tell us what you like with your vote, then. Show it.
It's right there, obviously.
All right, tier. We got tier for Mike. Tier, and
Bob
Civ.
voted Civ.
What are you grabbing there with the Civ?
I was like, I held up the camera. I was like, oh, that looks inappropriate.
What?
Spreading
There's
ass
nothing
cheeks,
wrong
too.
there. Are we spreading cheeks?
Yeah.
Wow, whose OnlyFans studio are we in?
Flip the channel.
Cheek spreader.
Hey, Mike, can you share your Amazon shopping cart real quick?
All right. So here's one over here.
Donnie saw that, Bob.
I'm sorry.
Let's see who's fighting against here now. Not to game it or anything.
Man.
Oh, this one's tough. Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
That is rough. I don't know.
I'm in. Two to two in the chat. 3 Joyride.
3.
Oh, 4 Joyride.
4 Joyride.
Looks like Joyride's getting it in chat unless. Oh, nope. Here comes Rebirth.
But it's 4 to 3 now.
4 to 3.
Is Joyride taking a
Come on, Donnie. Donnie's got to weigh in.
Donnie's already got Rebirth in.
Donnie's in.
Quit trying to sway.
Yep.
Oh, Donnie said Rebirth. Dave said Rebirth.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It
5.
looks like Joyride's got it.
There's 11. There's 12 people watching. There's 7 votes.
Come on, guys. What are you doing?
Let's go.
We're waiting too long. Come on. Let's vote.
I'm in.
Joyride, Rebirth, Joyride, Rebirth. Oh my God. So is that Joyride from the comments and they break the tie?
Because they added 1 because they went Joyride and then they broke the tie. Yep.
Wow.
Rebirth goes down.
Interesting, because Rebirth has a lot more story going on than Joyride. Joyride looks like a sticker. Rebirth looks like a world, right?
Yeah, but Joyride looks like a sticker I want and like to put on things. It looks awesome.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, again, if I'm picking up those boxes, which game do I want to buy? I want to buy Joyride. I mean,
that's fair.
I
want both, honestly.
Yeah, I mean 100%. I kind of want to play all of these games on this list.
Ugh. This one's easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I wrote down 4 letters.
That doesn't help.
Does that help?
Does it help at all?
I'm going to write down 4 letters too.
They're all 3.
And there's an A in there.
Yeah.
And there's an A. Yes.
And a F and a U and a, okay, what are we doing with chat here? Let's see. Slay Dawn. Play Dawn.
3 Dawn.
Looks like Dawn is winning the chat.
Dawn's winning so far.
4 to 2. 5 to 2.
Yep. Here we go. We ready to vote?
Yeah, I'm good.
Dawn, and Slay.
That's all right.
So
I live with it. I'm happy with either of those. I'm happy with either of those going.
This is almost the opposite of what was going with Rune, whatever they were. Rune something.
Rebirth.
No, the Rune.
Oh.
Where the artwork, the illustration on Slay the Spire is awesome. I'm not a fan of the logo, and the logo kind of messes with it a bit for me. So,
yeah, I mean, I kind of wish it didn't obscure the spire as much, like going into the clouds, but I agree with that.
I think an illustrator made the logo, not a graphic designer, because there are things that graphic designers wouldn't do in certain regards. Sure. But that's,
Dave was asking who nominated Dawn. I did.
Everyone except Tim.
No. Nominated for the
brought it in.
Yeah,
because actually I had not seen that cover until you nominated it. So good pick.
Yeah.
All of these are, but
yeah, they're great picks.
All right. All right. Do I need to look at the comments for this at all? Start your votes, guys.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It was going to happen one way or the other, right?
2 for Inferno so far.
Yep.
1 for Mind. 3 for Inferno.
Wow.
Oh man,
This seems almost like a hype hate.
4 for Inferno. I didn't see it going this way.
Mm-mm.
Nick says he'd play Inferno, but Unconscious is better art. So there's 2 for Unconscious.
Yeah, we got to interpret that one.
But I think that Inferno is winning by a lot, though. Still 4-2.
That's surprising.
I mean, you're talking 2 of the best, right? It's great art, and it's great composition. Like the contrast between the unconscious and the conscious mind in that one is.
We got another Unconscious in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3-4, but it looks like Inferno comes from the chat. So what are we voting for? Unconscious, Inferno, Unconscious, Inferno, Unconscious.
So Unconscious wins.
3. Inferno gets it with the
chat.
With the chat. Wow. I can't believe Unconscious Mind is out.
I can't either.
I thought that was the win.
Oh,
Everybody say what's up to Andrew Styles in the house.
Andrew,
I
hit us up, man.
mentioned the Tabletop Submarine podcast that I was on. Is that live? Is that posted already? Or
they're never going to post that.
Probably not. I'd recommend that.
Interesting note. I had to look this up to figure it out, but that Harakiri that Bob nominated, same artist as Inferno.
Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. Well, good year for them. All right. Why people like mine? Do you mean the artwork or the game?
That's a good question.
I mean, I shouldn't have to explain the artwork. Let's go.
Other than the pedigree, I mean, well, as someone who didn't like Unconscious Mind that much, I mean, I thought it was fine, but I wouldn't, I didn't play it and then need to buy it. And I probably wouldn't like volunteer to play it, but I would, if the group I was with wanted to play it, I would play it and I would not bitch the whole time because that's no fun for anyone. But I don't know, Sam, I really like the artwork. I think the artwork's great.
Yeah.
My favorite part about the game.
Like the whole box is foily and like in the dreams and whatnot, and it really kind of makes the whole thing pop.
The overlays of like the miasmas, right, is like awesome. It's one of my favorite things of the whole game. Thematically.
It's definitely got a pedigree with Dutrey and Bosley. They're 2 of the best, and their contrast and style represented really well in that game because of the way the game is, the theme of the game. So I think it works. It works.
Box is holographic too, which is insane.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. But hey, Andrew, if you're still watching, you need to hit us up and figure out when you are coming on, and you can bring your co-host too. I was chatting with him. But even if it's just you, Andrew, I don't care, man. He's always a good time.
Hey, everybody's entitled to what they like and stuff. You don't.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
You don't have to
absolutely.
Your opinions, yeah.
Absolutely.
Art is very subjective.
100%. We had somebody tell us that we shouldn't be able to comment on a board game art because we don't. And I just say, fuck you to that. Because no, I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. You like certain kinds of board games. You like certain kinds of art. You like TV shows, movies, but you like whatever you like. Music.
Man, looking at this is tough.
It was a well-known publisher.
Why did this have to happen?
It was a well-known publisher.
We're also hobbyists, and we also go to the store and grab these games off the shelves. So we look at the art, regardless of what side of the table we're sitting on.
Yeah, we got crushed by a publisher design team for saying that we really liked the game, didn't love the art.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's what happens when members do your artwork.
I've only done 2 reviews before, and I stopped after the second one because of the feedback from the designer. I was like, I don't want to make a person feel like, and it was a good review, but they found the one little thing I didn't like, and that's all they heard. And I was like, I'm not going to do reviews.
No, that's fair. I think you've got to have like a certain mentality to do the reviews, and I think that like Also, though, I would like to think that, right, if we review a game, Third World Studios game, and we've got some critiques about it, Mike knows we're coming from a good place, and we're not just trying to shit on a game. We're trying to educate a buyer, right? Like this.
Sure, but I've been on the other end of it too. I know what it feels like. You hear only the bad sometimes.
I know. Yeah,
it's hard.
We get negative comments on our channel for things that we did wrong, or we don't like that.
That's,
and this and that.
That's because you're approaching 7,000 people that are following you. If you keep it low, like at 500, you won't get that many.
That's true. That's true.
Really kind of minimizes the negative comments. Yeah.
Right? It does. Damn, you guys are smart.
You got to figure it out.
Professionals.
Smart.
All right, what do we got? What do we have?
Get paid to be a professional,
right?
I'm gonna get fired.
Edge. 3 edges.
Yeah, and chat went overwhelmingly edge. So thanks for saving my job.
I like that. I like that the guys farthest from edge voted edge, and the guys closest to it. Hey, Googs, you're just closest by your proximity to Chris. Like,
sure, yeah.
But
no, I voted Diluvium.
I know that's what I mean. The guys closest to Andromeda's Edge that are on the show.
The edge.
Gotcha.
There's
Diluvium.
Something about the style Diluvium that just like hits exactly what I love in artwork.
Great style.
So if Diluvium was against any other thing in this bracket right now, I would have picked it. I'll just tell you that.
Yeah.
But
it would be hard on this one. Like there is looking at both of these, there is a lot of darkness in the edge, which appeals to some and not to others.
100%.
My whole thing, I'm probably also coming from a thing that I've been looking at this cover for almost 3 years.
You're like, give me something else.
So yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. I love it. I've worked on every single pixel in that cover though. So
yeah.
But yeah, hopefully I didn't lose my job there because I went Diluvium. But Andromeda
that's cool.
won.
Everybody flood the comments with your problems with Andromeda's Edge.
Great.
So that Chris can feel.
Yeah.
But make sure you say something positive for Chris to ignore.
Hey, Mike, we're going to start needing to make money on this show.
Yeah, this show is not sponsored by Cardboard Alchemy, so we're allowed to have our own opinions. You're okay.
Yeah. Not a sponsor, but it could be.
To do with that components display page because
also even worse that the Sergio the artist is doing my game next. So
hey yo, yeah, oh yeah, Chris.
How honest, my vote was.
Chris, you didn't do the components display page in the rulebook, did you?
Oh no, that was Peter.
Okay, we hated that.
He's gotten that feedback before from me too.
Listen, I'm sure he's an amazing dude, and
some people
it was the worst part of the rulebook.
Yeah, I know. It's a kind of style that he really enjoys. So,
hey, make what you love.
Yeah,
sure. But like, I guess that part you're trying to be informative, and if it's too scattered to be informative, it's not informative. So. Somebody who's colorblind has a hard time picking things out as it is. So, just saying. I had to learn it out of the book, and it was not easy.
This is really hard for me.
Here we go. Talk about styles up against styles.
Oh, style versus style. Yeah, this is tough.
Andrew versus Andrew.
All right, let's see what comments are thinking. We got Tier. We got Joy. We got Joy. We got Tier. We got Joy.
Wow.
Joy has 3. Tier has 2. We got another Joy. That's 4-2. So it looks like comments leading Joyride. Are we ready to vote? Oh, no. Oh, here comes Nog. Oh, man, it's even again. Wow, 4-4 on Joyride or Tier. What are we gonna do?
There's 5 of us.
No, maybe we can solve it.
Well, definitely, yeah. There won't be a tie here.
All right, we ready to vote?
Yep.
Joyride, Tier, Joyride. Oh, okay. Well, this is a tie. And
wait,
Dave
hold on, Andrew. Hold on, Andrew. How many? See, 1, 2, 3, 4 for Joyride, and 1, 2, 3 for Tier and Nog. Are we seeing the same thing?
Is it tied either way?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Nog, 4 Joyride.
All the way up to Wayne voted for
Someone vote in comments and break it. Come on.
No, we got it.
Did you?
Well, I mean, If you didn't vote, vote. But yeah, it's tied in the chat 4-4.
Right.
Yep.
So it's tied up here too.
No, it isn't. It
No.
was 3-2.
No.
We had 3-2
3-2.
Tier and a dog.
It's your
Yeah, but
fault.
chat counts as one of those votes.
Yeah, but if it's tied, it doesn't.
It's tied.
We're,
the chat's
it's tied in the
They-
chat.
They don't.
They get a vote, and if
And
there's a
it's
tie amongst everybody, right? So now we're
what
at
if the
tied.
but if the chat doesn't, if the chat is a tie,
Okay, then we'll
then
cut
they
off
don't-
that. Yeah, we have
then
to
they
do.
don't
Yeah.
get the vote. So
kinda
now
like-
it's the
Okay.
panel.
Yeah, we'll go with the panel then. And so that was tier, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oof.
We just tell Chris his own rules.
We did.
No, I just didn't have a rule for what happened if they tied twice, basically.
Listen, guys, I'm not a board game designer. I'm
Yeah.
just a critic.
Mike's
You
vote.
did stay at Holiday Inn Express last night too.
I
Mike-
did.
Yeah,
vote.
that's also true. I'm not a board game designer, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
That's gonna be rough.
Ooh.
Yeah,
those
Andrew,
dark
I am
ones.
enjoying this format quite a bit. I'm really excited. And
You're
Mike
baby,
Rice, we need to
yeah,
figure
right.
out how to replicate this
Right with you.
so we can fight more often on our show.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you
we
need to
might
get
do
with
this
Chris
format
and
more
figure out how Chris did this so we can do
It's
this.
just
Yeah, what
Illustrator.
program
You have Illustrator.
Yeah, let's compare our graphic design abilities.
Oh, now Mike's getting competitive. That's
No,
Mike
no,
saying,
no.
no,
I'm
that's
not
Mike
getting
saying,
competitive.
that's Mike shit talking. Just so you know, that's a challenge for Mike
Gauntlet being
Rice.
thrown down.
It's not.
Oh yeah, I got to vote. Oh man, this is tough. Okay.
Yeah, that was a difficult one.
No one's voted.
Oh man,
Well, 2 for Dawn, 1 for Inferno.
I know why I'm leaning this way.
2-2.
So I have that leg to stand on. Okay.
3-3 now.
What we got in chat?
3-3.
3-3? Oh, wow.
I love the active chat tonight.
Yeah, I know. Come on, guys. You can't. Oh, okay, there we go. 4-3.
Where's Kabuki at? I haven't seen Kabuki in
Oh
here.
yeah, but she has a board game night sometimes on Monday.
Oh, okay. Well, what about Alan? Where's Alan at?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where's Alan? We're missing Alan.
Alan?
Missing a lot of people
Wow.
today.
Aldi's not voting.
No Matt. Yeah,
Andrew's in here voting though.
here earlier. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Inferno's
I love it.
taking it in chat.
Yep. Inferno
All
has
right.
run away with it in chat.
We ready for casting our votes?
Yeah.
First time voting for Dawn, and it's not going to win.
Dawn. Oh, Mike. The Mikes took the Inferno.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Again, it came down to the chat.
Wow.
So
Just
the reason why I lean towards Dawn is because Inferno again kind of looks like computer animation. So it looks like a computer game almost.
I voted for Dawn because it felt more like a painting. And
Yeah.
I agree. But I didn't vote. I voted for Inferno last time, so I'm going back. The nice thing with this bracket is I can just kind of vote for different ones at different times.
True, but now
Hey,
We
Kabuki, we
just
called her
talked
out.
about you, Kabuki.
we just called her into existence. Look
Yeah.
at
We did.
Wow.
Chris, I feel the opposite. I feel, first of all, you put the wrong thing up there. Second, I
Yeah.
feel
that. Oh,
Dawn
I
has
wasn't gonna say
more
anything.
video game
you
vibe.
gotta watch for me.
It looks like a Silent Hill type thing, like an old school Resident Evil Silent Hill type video game cover.
You're talking about this one?
No,
No.
Dawn.
Oh, you're talking
Dawn.
about
Don't listen to me at all.
the.
That looks like Silent Hill or Resident Evil.
Okay. I'm not saying that it looks like a cover of a game. I'm saying it looks like computer and like they use
Yeah.
3D computer animation and painted over it kind of feel.
Got it.
And they might not have, but I mean, this is gorgeous. It's gorgeous work. I voted
I
for
like
it.
all the little monsters coming out of the ground there.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I know. There's some
They're
great
not-
detail in here.
They're not monsters; those are lost souls. I don't know. I mean, that's how I would take it.
Did multiple people nominate that one? Just wondering.
What, Inferno?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
the first I've seen it.
I
I nominated that as well, Mike.
Yep.
Yeah, I did. It's a good pick.
Yeah, you had some dark ones.
It's a beautiful cover. It really
Mike
is.
just
I love
Googled
that.
metal games from 24.
I would not have been able to call these 3 for the final.
You would have
Maybe,
called
maybe Andromeda, to be honest, but
for sure.
So
Man.
we picked one of the 3.
Yeah.
Let me just say
one of the 3.
Again, right before we cast our vote, this was awesome. What a fun way to talk about these box covers. We're not even talking about gameplay. Like, it's just the box covers. What a great way to do this. I really love this, Chris, and I just want to say thank you for including us on this, because this is badass.
Oh yeah,
really
it's
like
a lot
this.
more fun with all of you in it involved, and so
Man,
it would just be me and Mike arguing the whole time.
That's fine. I mean, that's a normal Monday, and I tune in for
that's true.
But
I went into this with one of these as like my first pick, thinking it was going to win. And that's not what I'm voting for.
Wow.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is tough.
Yeah.
while everybody's voting and thinking about it, Googs, I want you to know, on Christmas Day, I rewatched National Lampoon's Christmas.
Yeah.
I still don't like it.
Ah, fuck off.
Okay, hold on.
Hello.
I like all the scenes with Cousin Eddie. He actually kind of reminds me of my idiot brother-in-law, whom thank God my sister divorced. But other than that, like, I'm just waiting for the Cousin Eddie scenes.
Oh, man.
I really went in like I hadn't watched it in a year and was like, you know what? I'm going to just watch this again. I tried.
All right.
I will give it a shot every year because I'm that kind of movie guy. And there's definitely movies that I did not like when I was younger that I watch now and I really enjoy, and vice versa. So I'll give something a fair shot.
Okay.
It doesn't overstay its welcome.
Not for me either, but
yeah.
I fucking love that movie.
I tried.
Oh, and I also like what's her name, Aunt Edna or Aunt
Bethany?
The senile old lady. Yeah.
The original voice of Betty Boop.
Yeah. That's right. Her. Yeah, Betty Boop.
Yep.
Betty Boop when she says the Pledge of Allegiance for the prayer. Yeah, I like that scene. I laughed at it.
All right.
The whole movie's great.
Thank you, Dave. Dave,
this was a tough one. I had to pick the one that I think would just make a cooler poster. It's about art and not gameplay, and I don't know. It was tough. This
is not an easy one.
I believe Inferno has it in comments.
Inferno has it in the
Inferno.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 votes.
Wow, Sam. Well, I like though around the stump, right? Like what Sam is saying.
Yeah.
Because how the palette stands out compared to the other two. That's really interesting.
All right, we ready?
Before we vote, before we reveal the vote, how many people put Andromeda's on their list? Okay, how many put Tirnanog on their list? How many put Inferno? All right. Wow.
Now, was this on your extended list or is this on your original 7?
Oh, I didn't read his extended list.
Okay.
He didn't look at my list, so no, it can't.
But
Mike just wanted to point out that he picked all 3 of these.
I know. I saw that.
Curious how many people were along with me on this one. That's all.
Listen, these are great games. I have voted for every one of these games at different points in time in the bracket.
I have too. Yeah.
No, these were legit on my 7 that I sent him. The top 7.
Sure.
All right. So looks like Inferno's got it in comments. So let's do our vote.
So they got one vote.
You ready? Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Tier, Inferno, and I didn't vote. So the Inferno comment does it. So Inferno
took it.
Inferno.
Wow.
So I went into this with Andromeda's Edge as my very first pick, thinking that was going to easily win with a landslide. But the more I looked at this cover, the more it just blew me away.
The more you see.
Yeah, it is gorgeous.
Badass.
Great work.
I don't know anything about the game.
Honestly, all three of these games, just based on box art, like I'm picking it up. I'm looking real hard at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. These are all great.
Wow. Yeah, Mike, I'm with you. The first one I wrote down thinking about it was Andromeda's Edge. My 7th was Tir na Nog. My 6th was Inferno. And I voted for my 7th pick of my 7 that I initially put in there. And I don't think any of my, Rebirth, Mistwind, and Forges were on my, if these are too many ties, then
sure.
Those are the only other 3, but you guys put those in.
Has any of us played this game? No?
I haven't played it, but I sure shit would.
Yeah, to me, it reminds me of like a Megadeth album cover or something. It just looks awesome.
Not Megadeth, because it doesn't have Eddie, or not Eddie, but
the skeleton
whoever on. Yeah.
Yeah, we know Luke is a dark artist.
Yeah, I mean he's got some room to grow there. I mean, I get it.
He'll get there.
Basically the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So did anybody have a game that was on their list that didn't make it to the bracket?
No. Everybody's games on their list made it into.
No, I had one that didn't make it.
Which one? Is that the one I disqualified because it comes out in 2025? Or no, that was mine.
Nope. No, you did disqualify one and I replaced it with Slay the Spire.
And that's in there.
Right. But I had Sirens on there on my list.
Did you?
Yeah, I sure did. It was the last one I typed.
Yeah, I had Pixies on mine that didn't make the list. Oh, but
really?
We had 7 and he was asking for 3 of each.
He wanted 3 of each.
Limited amount of whatever.
I just wanted to know if anybody. I'm not like this. Like,
I honestly didn't mean to exclude it.
No, it's totally fine. I'm not. I just curious if anybody else had one that didn't make it. Because I had
there's a limited amount of spots. They don't all fit.
Yeah, I only put 5 in myself because I knew how many things were left. So
I just was curious for a point of conversation. Like that's all. Like not like because honestly, Sirens would have gone out early compared to some of the heavy hitters. But I chose a very stylized, like that was like my very stylistic choice, right, out of all of them. But I submitted Mistwind, Gnome Hollow, Forges of Ravenshire, The Fog, Atlas Lost, and Sirens, just for conversation. Like those were and Slay the Spire. I threw Slay the Spire on there because I needed to replace Wroth because I had Wroth on, but that's a 2025. It got me. I was doing good about checking.
I had Andromeda's Edge, Unconscious Mind, Lord of the Rings, Primal, Pixies, Inferno, and Tir na Nog.
Yeah.
I'm the one to put in Tether, Diluvium, SETI, and I think just one. Oh, the Rune Masters one. Oh, and Joyride. Joyride almost made it.
Man, Joyride went for a joyride on that list. Yeah. It went far.
And I gotta say, I mean, Andromeda didn't win, but it beat a Vincent Dutrait cover, and that's a award all of its own. So.
Beautiful cover. It really is a beautiful cover.
I gotta tell you, I thought after I gave I thought this idea and stuff. Once I started putting these, I was like, oh, what am I doing? Unconscious Mind obviously wins. Nobody's gonna watch this because it's gonna be the winner all the way through. But it didn't even make it past the second stage.
I love it. It's like March Madness, right? There's an upset early in the bracket, and you got a Cinderella story winning the game at the end. That's Mike Rice doesn't love college basketball, so I'll just kind of, hey, Mike, that's a thing that happens in March, and these college basketball teams they play. You went to Purdue; they have a pretty good basketball team. You should check it out sometime because Purdue, they sometimes go to the finals, and it's pretty fun. But no, what an awesome idea. These brackets were great.
What's basketball?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I went and watched them play an Elite 8 game last year. Totally not a fan. But no, I started with like 7 that were just like right off the top of my head. And then I subbed in Inferno and Rebirth, the second iteration of my list.
Nice.
What'd you knock
solid runners.
What'd you knock out, Mike?
I actually took out Dawn of Madness, and I took out Nocturne, which is a Beth Sobel art cover.
Nice.
Mhm.
But Inferno, obviously a good pick, and that Rebirth cover is just bonkers, man.
Yeah, I like to check that game out. It looks pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I had a Unconscious Mind on there, Andromeda's Edge, Civolution, Forges. I was really excited about that Harakiri. I thought that art was
Bob,
badass.
that art looks amazing.
Great pick.
Very interesting style to Primal too, right? The big boss with the little character. Same
Yeah.
I like that.
And then Dawn of Madness and the Zombie Survival.
Nice.
I left off Unconscious Mind because I figured it would be on everyone's list, and I'm like, it's fine. Like, I don't need to write one that's going to immediately be disqualified.
It's because you hate the game. It's okay. It's because you hate the game.
Shannon, you missed the whole thing. You got to go back.
Oh, and Sea Dragons was one of my picks from the very start, but going right up against Andromeda's Edge in the first round, it was doomed.
Yeah,
Dude,
it was
that was tough.
I would love to know what happened in another universe where it was randomly shuffled another way, you know?
Yeah, because it would be really interesting to see how this bracket shakes out if you reshuffled.
Yeah,
and you put different games up. Because go ahead.
Go
on. Oh, I was just going to say, like, your Sea Dragons was like my Sirens. You pick like a very stylistic choice, and then you throw it up against something. You know what I mean? And just see, because it's very unique to like what it is and what it does.
Now that we know the winner, does anybody argue against like, oh, this one is still better than that kind of thing?
No, I think Forza is better than a first round dropout box art. But I mean, it was tough competition, you know. Like
win against Vincent Dutray. Like, what are you going to do?
I see it going further than that. But I mean, that Inferno is pretty awesome. So it's hard to deny it.
If you look at the bracket, and even if Forges beat Lord of the Rings, I still think Forges would lose to that Andromeda's Edge box cover. Is the problem?
Yeah,
I've got a weird dissenting opinion on the Forges of Ravenshire box cover. I've never liked how much he chokes up on that hammer. How much leverage can he actually get based on how high up his hand is on that handle?
He's doing the fine-tuning part right now, Mike. Figure it out.
Mike, that Badger is strong, dude.
He's just trying to get a base hit. He's not trying to get a home run. He's trying to get a base hit.
Listen, if that Badger didn't choke up on that, he'd break the sword in half. He's super strong. Come on, everybody knows that.
You know, it's funny, Mike. I saw the same thing.
Thank you.
But I mean, it's you know, there's a lot of. I always look at hand positions and how they're holding things because a lot of people they'll draw a totally closed hand and then put sticks coming out as if and not like. And I looked and went, wow, that really looks like he's holding it. And I was like, but he's not going to get anything from that. Why would you hold it that high up? So it's funny that you said that.
I think if you put Forges up against SETI, I think Forges wins. If you put Forges up against Windmill, I think Forges wins.
Yeah.
Like it's got a couple that it could have maybe Tether.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just, I mean, bad placement with it going up against that Lord of the Rings, the contrast of good and light and then dark. Like it works really well in that. And obviously it's Dutray. So, I mean,
there were a couple of big kids covers that were kind of honorable mention I wanted to put in here, but I didn't end up putting them in. So
Shannon does not like the rabbit skunk. It's a badger, and that's fine.
Don't give
a badger.
And look at that, Sam. He's not using the flat of the hammer. He's choked up because he's beveling the sword. And then Nick says that Mistwind is better than some in the finals.
Interesting.
But that's also sort of the fun thing about this, right? Is we all get a vote. It's all subjective.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, so looking at everything that was available, what would you say that's my number one?
I mean, the one that we I would say Tirnanog. Although I love Inferno. I think Tirnanog.
Yeah. I don't know that I would have picked Inferno as my favorite box art, but Inferno would probably be up there really high in games I would want to play out of the ones like shown, like based on theme and style. Tirnanog is pretty strong. there.
The crazy thing for me is Tirdanog is my least favorite on this group.
No, that and again,
and it's still great. I even voted for it at one point, but which is weird. But it just looking at the entire thing.
So here's a funny thing, Chris. Now that you talk about that Diluvium, if you could take more of sort of that style and those lines and the way that they draw those characters, and you could translate that over to the Tirdanog like style and the color palette. Yeah. Like if the artist who did the Diluvium could have done the Tirdanog, but using those colors, I think you've got maybe my favorite box cover on the whole thing. If you could kind of somehow combine those two.
But then you'd lose all the awesome orange.
You would.
Is it weird that orange might be one of the reasons why? Yeah.
Hey, Slay the Spire has a pretty prominent orange.
Yeah, but that logo.
The graphic designer and you cannot abide.
Yeah.
No.
If I was looking at all these games, the one I'd want to pick up to learn first is probably going to be Rebirth, honestly, because it just looks like a game that's my style.
Yeah, I have picked that up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I would have said Joyride. If you were going to go just by style, it would be Joyride or Inferno.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like kind of style of game I enjoy.
It looks like Primal. A really cool game too. I want to play it.
Yeah. Or Primal. Holy shit, Primal looks awesome.
Primal looks like a Saturday, man.
It does.
It looks like you're going to be playing it all day, which isn't a bad thing.
No, I mean, come on, man. When we did like our top 50, right? We tried to rate our games based on like ideal player count, not worried about setup, and you've got as much time as you need to play. Because like there's so many times where it can color your opinion of like, well, right. I don't want to play that because I don't want to spend 8 hours, having to play that. Right. But if you optimally, right, in an optimal situation, I got to say also, don't sleep on frickin' Tether. That game went out early. I still love that box art. That's super strong.
I am surprised how fast Survival went out, given how many of you, because 2 of you, I think, were talking to me. Well, yeah, Mike
and Bob were for sure.
Mike and Bob were talking about that. I was like, oh.
I just wanted to say, because they a lot of times don't get the credit that they deserve, and sometimes it's because of how BGG gives the credit. But the Inferno box cover was done by David Benzal. The only other big games that I recognize he's done the art on, well, he did do Harakiri, which was Bob's nomination. But the big one is he did the Mass Effect board game art.
Oh,
neat.
And so
I haven't seen that officially. I just picture the cover of the video game, so I don't know that that's any different.
That was one I actually considered nominating because I think the art for that cover is actually really good as well.
But that game's not out yet, right?
No, it's
okay.
Well, next year then.
Yeah, it is next year. It's got
we got to definitely do this again next year.
Chris, I demand that we get invited back to do this again because this was awesome.
One other thing is to give credit to Sergio Chavez for that Andromeda's Edge art. I made a point to make sure I mentioned his name in our review because I think he crushed it on all of the art for Andromeda's Edge.
Yeah, not that Chris Strain guy.
You know what's crazy about Sergio is he doesn't even like space.
That's hilarious.
And he makes it beautiful. It's not just like black with dots, right?
Yeah,
like
but I think
it looks like it's got volume in it.
I think the interesting thing, and it's one of the reasons why I think Star Wars is so appealing, is that it doesn't feel like space. It feels almost like fantasy.
Yeah.
And dwellings obviously fantasy, but yeah,
that's kind of what got him into it. Luke was like, no, this is like fantasy in space and all the stuff that's ice pirates and stuff like that. So
I do want to play that
with everybody
game.
Who started everything.
I don't care for the fog. Like the game is fun, but I don't like that art style.
Oh, I love that art. I just love the impending doom and the panic on the people's face.
I don't love that style either. I also remember when we did board game art as a topic on our channel, I reached out to Chris and asked him, specifically who did what art on Dwellings, because Sergio did some of the player boards in Dwellings. Was that right, Chris?
Yeah, he did the air, which is my favorite in the artwork of it. Although there's a lot of awesome artwork in there. He did the air factions both sides, and he did the cover as well.
Nice.
Which cover?
Both.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, then perfect.
Cover is beautiful.
Actually, let me take that back. I don't think he did do the cover. Well, Peter will be able to correct me on that. But the cover actually came in pieces too. The main cover for Dwelling.
Wow, I love that box cover
because there's 8 different artists in Dwellings. So
amazing.
Wow. That samurai dude with that big ass monster is just badass.
Dude, it's so good. It is so good.
Same guy,
I want to play that game. I want to play that game so bad. I don't have no idea what that game's about. I want to play it.
You said the artist for this one
squatting down too. He's not even standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's crouched.
The artist for this one, same artist for this one?
Yes, correct. Same one for no, same as Inferno.
Oh, it's Inferno.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a different.
So, Inferno and Harakiri are the same artist.
Wow.
I could see it.
At least, you don't know. Harakiri's got it actually has like 9 artists credited, so you don't know who actually did the box cover, but that style.
I mean, to me, they look very similar style.
They do.
Yeah,
sure.
I would guess that it was a different artist based off the techniques, but very cool.
All I'm going to say, Inferno is a worthy champion, and yeah, great fun.
Yeah, I'm glad that happened. That was super cool.
And Inferno, I think you can get that from Grand Gamers Guild, right? Did they have that? I thought they were.
I was literally just looking for it. I can't find it anywhere.
You can look on BGG. They might have a way to find it. Look on there. Look on the page for it.
I think the fog you can get from Grand Gamers.
I know that them you can. Yeah.
And
Chernanog was Grand Gamers. Yep.
Awesome.
Cool.
Well, hey guys, this was a fun way to end up the year.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
It was great because I can't be on our live stream. I say I can't, but I'm choosing not to be on our live stream on Wednesday because Notre Dame plays at 9:00 in the Sugar Bowl against Georgia,
and they can't play without you.
Seriously, they cannot. You are correct, Chris.
Sure.
They need their leprechaun at home, standing in front of the TV, yelling and cussing and screaming. Since I cannot be there. I could have been there, but I chose not to spend the money. I've had 2 opportunities for tickets to go to that game, which tells me they're gonna win because I've said I'm not
be there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I won't be there. Like, damn it. I could have been there. So yeah, you guys, everybody watching, obviously shameless plug for our own show. Mike and Bob, if you're fine with them, which who would blame you? They will carry the torch and they are going to do. Did you guys decide on a topic for Wednesday?
Nice. Stunned. What does Roz say in Monsters Inc? Your stunned silence.
Yeah. Always watching, Wazowski. That's what I say.
Oh, best games we played in December.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Nice.
Like a monthly recap. We've been talking about how, I miss when we used to do our normal rundown show. We always had a segment about what games we've been playing recently. And so I want to talk about games that have actually been hitting the table. So,
nice.
Very cool.
Cool.
Yeah, by the way, the link to your channel is in the description here. So everybody go check that out.
Hey, yo.
Like and subscribe and all the stuff. Hit the subscribe. Don't hit subscribe if you've already subscribed. That's how we go away from 500. Come check us out again. Check out BGR. Come be our friends. Talk to us.
I love Sam's comment real quick. Still should have been missed win. I embarrassed myself in front of the publisher for nothing now.
Yeah.
I don't know what that story is, but I can't wait to hear it. That's all I'm going to say. And then Nick said we should lampoon Tim all night. Yeah, that's fair.
Let the memes flow through you.
Keep my big yapper shut because apparently we lost a sub on this video and we're now down to $4.99. So it's Tim's fault.
Fine, I'll resubscribe.
That's fair. It was 100% my fault when I started bagging.
It was the artist of Tirnanog.
Yeah, he's like, screw these guys, I'm out.
That's funny.
Hey, Mike, get out your burner phones and get them up over 500 real quick.
Yeah, I'll hook you up with some work phones.
So that's how you get the subscription. I get it.
Get your OnlyFans subscriber to like.
Yeah, the one. Your mom. Get her to.
All three of them. What kind of OnlyFans subscription is that?
Oh, boy. All right, so seriously though, it's the end of 2024. In 2 days we'll be in 2025. Holy shit. From me, thank you guys for another year, calendar year. We're not done with our season yet, but another calendar year, and this goes to the 3 board game rundown folks, for stepping in when we need you, especially the last minute shit that we kind of throw your way, even if it's planned. I always appreciate you guys coming on. It's always fun to talk to you guys. And Chris, I every day is every week, every show is still amazing to me that we're doing this for now 4 years. So
you guys better not stop. I'm just saying that as a fan. You better not stop.
No plans. I still look forward, as I did in the beginning. I still look forward to Mondays, even when they were shorter episodes and the 4-hour bonkers ones. I still look forward to Mondays as a break from everything else that's going on and kind of a recentering to what's going on in life and the universe and everything. So
Absolutely.
It's also been an amazing way to keep in contact with a friend who lives so far away.
Sure.
Life gets a hold of you and stuff like that. If we didn't have the show, I wouldn't have you as much as a friend. So really appreciate that. Yeah.
No, that's why you're on my shirt, buddy.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. You guys, seriously.
You to the 4 new subscribers. You're now at 503.
So. Burner phones.
Oh. Wow. How many phones do you have, Mike?
I was just say Mike just took all of his old phones and subscribed. How do you think
I told you I had 4 OnlyFans subs.
In your face, unsubscriber. Just kidding. Don't unsubscribe. Don't other people unsubscribe.
Yeah, seriously. I'm thankful for you guys. I really am. It's one of those crazy things. You start as a fan of the show, right? And then you get to be on it, and it's kind of crazy that happens. And I'm just grateful for your friendship, your camaraderie, your insight on stuff, right? The nice thing is I know I've got people I can reach out to for educated and way more informed opinions than what I have, right? So I'm just always very grateful for that. And that does count these 2 bozos. Wait, it's reversed. So yeah, this bozo who I've known for 20 plus years, and this bozo who not near as long, but he's still a big old bozo and I love him. So yeah, you guys are great. And everybody that watches, I feel like actually I kind of know most of you, but then those that I don't personally, I've either been alongside in the chat, on the full 42, and some of them have even crossed over to our show. So
it is really, it's one of the things I love seeing now is the people that chat in our chat and they chat in your chat. Like it really does show like the camaraderie and the community we have as a board game industry is that we're all together in this. It's really cool.
We're very close to starting our own cult.
Yes, let's go. Yeah, and if anybody looked like Anton LaVey, it would be Chris. He's out of all of us, he's the closest.
Yeah, 100%.
And then go Lions for our Lions fans out there. And I say that as a Bears fan. So
better the Lions than the Packers.
Every day of the week.
Hey now.
That's football, right?
That is foosball. That is correct.
Chris. You're learning.
Mama says football is for the devil.
I'm not learning. It was random. All right.
he has a D6 with different sports names on it. He just rolls it.
Hockey. What's really fucked up is there's cricket on that die, and I can't name a single cricket team. You got to know what a cricket all the time when you go to an India
restaurant. It looks like
slimy. Then he's going to assume it's cricket.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, everybody. Well, hope you had a good year. Hope the next year's even better. Thank you so much.
Happy New Year, guys. Be safe. Be happy.
Diluvium should have won.
Oh.